Clicking go live.
Oh, we're not live. Okay.
We're live now. What's good, YouTube? Let me make sure everything's good. Everything's good for me.
I don't see us on my phone. Oh, we are.
I see us.
How long of a delay was that? 20 seconds max?
Yeah,
15
there's a little
seconds?
bit of a delay.
That's okay. There's always a delay. You gotta tell everybody what's up, Ryan?
Yeah, we are here. We're watching Game 4 of Stanley Cup Finals in anticipation of the cup being, in anticipation of the cup being in the building.
Mm-hmm.
We are hyped.
You got your broom ready?
I got the broom somewhere.
You all sweeper?
I'm a Leafs fan, so we don't know where the broom is, really. We just have to look for it later. But, yeah, obviously we don't have rights to actually play the hockey game for you guys. But we're chilling, hanging out, get our reactions, get our, type in the chat what you think. We'll, hang out, watch some hockey anyway.
Yeah, if you're live streaming the game for yourself, you can watch it, hang out with us at the same time. Do we have a timer figured out? Can't see what we look like. Do we? Do we? We don't have a timer. Oh, we do have a live timer. Thank you, Sportsnet live tracker.
Yeah, we got a little. I don't know if that's gonna be what I'm gonna go with, to be completely honest, but
Oh,
um, I might see if I can screen cap like the actual like CBC overlay, but just the overlay, and see if I can get away with that.
oh, not bad. Right,
um,
just like the top of the screen.
yeah, we'll see.
What about like NHL.com's just like their like live tracker thing or something like that, you know, or anybody's fucking live tracker.
Yeah, we'll see how Sportsnets is. I haven't actually like used obviously any lives before, so
No, because we don't pay for our. Do you pay for your streaming? I don't.
I have Sportsnet now.
Uh, I do. Oh yes, I for the sake of legal purposes, I totally do as well. Actually, I do pay for it, but I don't use it, which I think there's some law where like if you own something but then you download it, like it's not theft. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna comment on this, to be honest.
Keep
I'm not a lawyer.
your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut.
I'm not a lawyer, guys. This is not how it works. Game will probably start, 20 minutes late as normal, so we'll just chill here for now.
Now it says puck drop at 8. That means 8:35.
Why is it always like this in Montreal? Specifically, Montreal loves to stretch out the start time, but who knows?
I haven't actually noticed that. I'll pay attention to it now. Thank you for the heads up.
No idea why.
Hmm.
They didn't get permission to expand the viewers, right? Like the people in the stands, because it's still
No,
3,500.
35. Yeah, 3,500.
You'll be hyped in the streets, though. Have to have to pull the reverse sweep. means friend of the channel, Zach Bobby Big Wheels, and I were talking about this the other day. How many teams have come back from 3-0? Is it 4 times? We're trying to remember it off the top of our heads while we were camping.
Philly.
Yeah, Philly did it against Boston.
Mm.
The Kings did it against San Jose when they won the cup one of the times, I think, and Toronto did it against Detroit in like the 50s.
Mm.
I think. I have no idea.
I don't remember. I just remember that one Philly one. It's all blank after that.
Yeah, 42 Leafs. Toronto beats Detroit, and so it has happened in the Cup Final. 75 Islanders beat the Penguins from down 3-0. Philly over Boston, and LA over San Jose. Okay, so we said 4, so we were right when we were doing this.
Yeah.
Montreal trying to become only the 5th team to have ever come back from 3-0. And only the 2nd to do it in the Cup Final.
And do you think it's possible?
No. I mean, do I think it's possible? Yes. Do I think it's going to happen? No. No.
I don't even think it's possible.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
why
sorry.
would you say that when it's happened 4 times?
Tampa's just too good. Just in this case.
Yeah.
It just isn't.
I don't know. I think weirder things have happened in sports.
Yeah, I like being wrong. Except in the draft.
Weirder things, but probably not this time.
I do like being wrong about hockey. So that's one of the joys about it, learning something new, being like, oh, this player's better than I expected him to be, or worse.
Yeah, I find also hockey's the least predictable out of all the major sports too, which so you kind of know who's going to be in the finals for basketball and football and most of the time anyway. Hockey's all over the place. Montreal's in the finals.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Where are you currently in this stream?
I just went to commercial break.
Cool.
After seeing some people chanting outside somewhere in Montreal. I wasn't really paying attention. Some guy was talking about his jersey, a Philip Deneau jersey.
Gotcha. I just lost the stream. Okay, there we go. Just chilling, waiting for the game to start anyway.
Oh yeah, and Sportsnet had proposed the question, will any of Evans, Romanov, or Kulak have any points tonight? That's a good question. What do you think, Ryan? Do any of the new additions for Montreal, what impact do you think they're going to play? Do you think, if any?
Yeah, who's in? It's Romanov, Brent Kulak, and who?
And Evans, Jake Evans
Jake
for
Evans.
Kokanyemi.
Kokanyemi's is he hurt or out?
Just out, healthy scratch.
They scratched Kokanyemi, eh?
Yep.
That's surprising. I think Jake Evans.
That's why I think that's a big deal. I mean, media's making a big deal out of it, but he hasn't scored any in this series, so.
Well, not a lot of Habs have, so.
Yeah, good point.
How many goals have they scored in this series? 3?
4, 5. 5.
5. Okay. Not that many.
Yeah, 5. No. And 3 of them in one game, so. Right?
Yep. Yeah, 6-3, 3-1, 5-1.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I mean Jake Evans probably has the most the most potential to have impact on the game for the new guys coming in, or the roster changes anyway. I think I think Romanov can be good. I don't think he has been in the playoffs, or very good anyway. But they'll rely on their top defenseman. I don't think Romanov will see that much ice necessarily.
And see, I think that's what the problem was for Montreal, in that they rolled their top 4D like almost exclusively against Vegas at times, and that's how they counter that top six, bottom six kind of split, where they use their top 2D to like effectively counter top two forward lines, and that's what Toronto, that's what Winnipeg, that's what Vegas threw at Montreal. And now you get a team like Tampa that rolls four lines, like Tyler Johnson was scoring against Florida.
Yeah.
This isn't out of nowhere. This is just, this is the game plan and this is their thing. And uh, that's Montreal can't handle it. They're spreading these 4D just so widely against so much talent that it overexposes them, makes them exhausted, and then the bottom pairing D, can't get the matchups that are favorable to them, and the wrong guy is on Kucherov, and Kucherov scores because of that.
Yep.
And the matchups are so important in the playoffs, and that's where I think Montreal's D, that's where the big issue is, and that trying to get that bottom pairing working. And I don't know if this is the solution. I hope it is for them for their sake, but I think I got my broom ready. It's over there in the corner, ready to sweep the dust away and get into the off season.
Yeah,
I'm
I
ready.
think I'm ready too. Yeah, I think Tampa's just they're too deep. They're so deep. But yeah, like you said, the Habs have done a good job when shutting down the top guys, but you just shut down Tampa's top guys, their bottom six guys are still gonna beat you. They're still better than Montreal's guys, so it's. I think it's gonna end tonight, personally as well, but we'll see. We're just.
Uh, I'm back from commercial. Are they giving you the Pat Maroon
I'm still in like the
thing?
Hockey Night in Canada opening montage.
Yeah, I like that montage. It started with the Pat Maroon thing. He's about to get his potentially go for that three-peat. That's the
Yeah,
Big
that's
Rig
awesome.
Dynasty. This
That's
is
awesome. The
yeah,
Pat Maroon dynasty.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
wicked.
incredible. That doesn't happen, this is
Yeah.
the hockey is just so, like any team has a chance, every year to make the cup. To win the cup, I mean like to make the playoffs too, but like for one guy to get 3 years back to back to back, like that's
Is he on an expiring deal? Let me just check.
I don't remember.
Or is he back next year?
He is on an coming back like next year. He's
Yeah.
on
I was gonna say because he was expiring and then came to another team
yeah, that's
and then won a cup again and 3 teams in 4 years or whatever.
though at a 900,000, that's a team friendly for Tampa Bay to keep him around if they want to keep a winning team together. He is, definitely part of the answer for Tampa Bay's cap problems. Like he's a solution there, right?
Yeah, he's a cheap guy to keep, but
Hmm.
no, the Tampa Bay's cap is a interesting source of conversation right
Hmm.
now.
Yeah, whatever they do, I think he's going to be there, and I think he's a guy that can maybe play up the roster, not like all season, but occasionally, which, when you're trying to circumvent the cap, maybe you're doing some roster changes during the season, that could be, really useful to have a guy that can kind of jump in, multiple roles like him. He's
I
capable
don't
of
know
doing
if
that.
Pat Maroon can really play up to the lineup, but he can be a guy anyway.
Just stand in front of the net, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't have to be incredible, but he's got a lot of experience and poise, and I think that's just something you can't, you just throw him around.
Yeah.
His second line, something, especially on Tampa with the stacked forwards, he'll get a. He's been getting crazy turnovers. He's been forcing them great poke checks and stuff in this series, you know, getting Tyler Johnson the puck and stuff. But I can see it working. I think he's definitely going to be a part of the team next year too. They're not going to trade him for anything or to clear some cap space because teams are going to know that Tampa's in trouble. They're not going to make it easy for them, right?
No, exactly.
So if they do nothing, they're screwed. So they have to do something, and every team knows that. So some team's going to try and take advantage of them.
Oh, I thought that would happen last year, but
Hmm.
like Kucherov got hurt, so we'll see. See what maybe someone else gets hurt. I don't know. Maybe Tyler Johnson goes on LTIR or something. All of a sudden, $5 million gets cleared out.
I think they move him.
They tried to waive him, though. No one would take him, so they're gonna have to
Yeah,
retain salary if they want to move him.
yeah. Or just give up like a third with him. Maybe they just didn't want to give up prospects for the future or anything.
I guess they
And
take
they're like,
more,
you know
way
what?
more than a
Yeah.
third. Teams don't want to just
Yeah, yeah, take
like
$6 million.
no one wants to just take 15 million or whatever he's owed over 3 years. Just like that. Like they want to fill a first round pick for that. First round pick plus probably.
3 more years, 5 each.
Also, no one wants to, you know, hypothetically give the back-to-back Cup champion you know, any freebies.
Leeway. Yeah, that's right. It's like the asking price is just going to be so high. So Tampa Bay has to make a move, and yeah, I think they're going to keep him around. I don't think he's going to be a part of that move.
Yeah, as of right now, even with all their expiring deals, are 4 million above the cap, and they have a bunch of guys coming off.
So then, who's going to miss the entire season next year?
Yeah.
Hedman? Is it Hedmanster?
Hedman's the top contender right now just because he's hurt, like kind of
Yeah.
constantly. So,
Just take a month off. Take 5 months off. No big deal. It's okay. Relax that bruised knee.
yeah,
5 months.
5 months. 5 months later. Oh wow, you're back right for the playoffs. That's awesome.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah, stuff. I think you move a guy like Johnson, maybe Alex Killorn, even though he's huge in the playoffs every year. 1 year left on Andre Palat at 5.3. That's an easier contract to move, even though you don't want to lose to the guy like Palat. Trina commented, "Hi, Trina, what's going on?"
I was supposed to be checking the chat.
No, it's okay. I'm good. Who do you think's gonna win tonight? We hope it's the Lightning, I think.
Yeah, I believe the Lightning have their number.
Yeah, I think they have their number. I think they're just a better team. When I was going into this series, I was a little wary about saying, "Oh, Tampa Bay is going to run over Montreal," because I've said that about literally every other series containing Montreal
It has
in it.
gone the other way.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
went the other way. But this one is like even this one, I was like, "No, it's probably still going to be Tampa, even if Montreal takes 1 or 2 games." But yeah,
I figured
not
that
over yet.
if the Islanders couldn't beat Tampa, then Montreal definitely wasn't going to.
Yeah, I agree. And that series was going on. I was like, I think Montreal's only shot is if the Islanders get through.
Hmm.
That'd have been an interesting series, eh? Tampa and the Islanders, or Montreal and the Islanders. That'd been the most boring ass series from
Yeah.
from a pure hockey skill perspective. Both those teams are just stifling defensively, as they have been.
I would have taken New York in that one too.
I don't know at that point. At the point, I might have taken Montreal.
Now, as a Leafs fan, does it feel good or bad seeing them finally get knocked out?
Uh,
Potentially.
Neutral. I mean, ask me if they, it doesn't feel good or bad that they actually got here, being a Leafs fan, and that I don't think I could really answer, because it's like, cool, we lost to the Stanley Cup Final, but the Stanley Cup finalists, but still we were up 3-1 on the Stanley Cup finalists. 2 overtimes. That's a yikes. That's a big yikes.
For them to sweep Winnipeg.
Yeah, for them to sweep Winnipeg, for them to get swept by Tampa tonight, maybe.
That's right. Like, and every Leafs fan's thinking, oh, we could have won that. We could have been there.
Could have been us. Could have been us. Yada yada yada. It's not. We suck.
Yeah, that's just the curse.
So it looks
Are you
like
looking
they're.
forward to shaving?
No.
I saw Hedman's beard and like he's got the playoff beard going on.
Yeah, a lot of these guys have already had beards. Like David Savard, they just showed he already had the big beard going. So, a little head start. Quit crying, Tampa Bay rocks. What are we crying about? I'm a Leaf fan. I don't care if Montreal loses. Titletown, USA. I love it. Tampa Bay as a sports town has kind of gone off the last 12 months or so.
For sure. They've had a great hockey team for the past little bit, and I know for like football and shit, they've always been a fun team to watch or whatever.
Yeah, well, the Buccaneers getting Tom Brady was big, and the Rays have always been in and around with a few runs here and there, but with the lower budget in baseball being what it is not a powerhouse generally. But they got to the World Series, which is wild. I thought they had a really good team, but obviously back-to-back Cup Finals in less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be the shortest time between Cup championships, right?
Yeah, wow. How synced up are we? Where are you?
Showing MLA Arena. They're back to ice level camera. Down the bench.
I'm in the middle of the U.S. anthem.
I can't turn on my sound or else I'll get smacked by Sportsnet.
Yeah. I'm at the anthem, U.S. anthem. Am I ahead of you? Behind you?
No, I'm at the U.S. anthem too. I can see the
Oh.
U.S. flags.
It just ended the anthem for me.
I can't tell. Again, I can't turn on the sound.
For yourself?
No, if I turn it on, it'll come through the stream.
Oh.
I don't have a mixer, so.
Oh, that's a shame.
The only desktop audio I have right now is you, my friend.
Yeah, I get the copyright infringement. Who cares?
Yeah. No. What did we say? 8:30 game time would start, and it's 8:20, and we're still getting through the end.
8:37. I said as a joke. 8:37.
He said it's a joke. 8:37. Not gonna be that far off.
Is it Romanov or Romanov?
I don't know.
I'm not
Is it
sure.
Tavares or Tavares? Who knows?
He's both. Good call.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Some I'm like so sure about. Some I have no idea.
I say Romanov.
Because everybody
But,
says it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't feel comfortable saying it.
Who knows? I don't know. Wherever he wants it to be pronounced, but obviously I don't have an
Yeah,
accent, so.
yeah. All right, now it's over and they're showing Montreal.
I'm a little bit behind you, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm seeing the city. So I'm like 5 seconds behind you. No biggie.
All right.
No biggie.
Holy shit.
Is this live tracker to be useful at all? Probably not.
Sportsnet left tracker, yeah, the thing at the bottom.
A lot of Habs legends kicking around.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they have, many historic cups to be proud of as a franchise.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. They're
I wonder what that's like. And puck's about to drop for me. I'm a few seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, I got Carey Price's stats now. And we're on finally. Let's go. Go Tampa.
Yeah, let's get this series over with. 4-0. I'd love to see a sweep in the finals. That'd be a lot of fun.
And when's the last time a team swept a cup final, Alex? When was that? You Google that for us?
Nope, I have no idea. Oh, I will Google it. 97, 98 for Detroit to beat Washington.
Right.
But they had done it the year before against Philly as well. Back-to-back years they swept in the finals.
Whew. Wow. All right. Yeah. Detroit.
Uh, these face-off plays by Tampa are really getting to Montreal. Getting Kucherov the puck that quick.
Yeah. I agree. That's tough.
And it's the one area that Vegas had a lot of success with as well. A lot of the defensive zone, offensive zone face-offs, they'd win them, they'd have those set plays, and they just have nothing. Suzuki, Caufield, and Anderson, that's the new line together. Interesting. Cool.
Suzuki, Caufield, Anderson. Nope. Bad turnover, whoever that was.
Yeah, that's scary work in front of the net. Tampa Bay needs to tighten. I mean, Montreal needs to tighten up in front of Carey Price because he can only stand on his head for so long.
Yeah. You see people were blaming him for, oh, Carey Price is bad again, like after 2 games. It's like, guys, come on now.
These are the two best goaltenders in the world right now,
Oh yeah.
facing off against, like this is neither of these two goaltenders are bad. This is just incredible both ways.
Yeah, I agree. 2 best goalies in the world. Numbers wise, performance wise, historically, it's just, all of it. 1,000,000% agree with you. Who's your Conn Smythe go to right now?
What do you think? I want to hear your opinion first because I'm still torn like everybody else is.
Yeah, I think if assuming Tampa Bay wins, and
Yeah,
Montreal
tonight.
doesn't, because it's gonna go to whoever wins the series, um, unless Montreal comes back from 3 down or whatever. If Montreal comes back from 3 down, it'll be Carey Price without a doubt. Um, if they lose tonight and Tampa wins, I think it should be Vasilevsky, personally.
Not Kucherov?
Cooch is my second. I think Vasi's numbers are just way, way too good. They're really, really crazy.
And also, I don't want to define the award by one series. Not that Kucherov hasn't been consistent, throughout the entire playoffs. Between the past two, he's, like a record holder for like one of the most points between two back-to-back seasons or something like that. He's on there with Wayne Gretzky and Mario and
Yeah,
all
I
the other
saw that
greats.
stats and
But
that's
Vasilevsky in against Florida, like, especially against New York, like he was like the best player on the ice a lot. So he is the reason that they're here, and you can't take that away from him. Had there been a different goalie in net, could have been different.
yeah. It's like thinking of McElhaney's in net. What happens? It's
Hmm.
like I think it's a tougher road. If Kucherov isn't in, I still think they get here, but
I mean, if
who
Kucherov was out
knows?
all
Who
season,
knows?
they were still the best team in the league.
Actually, no, they're third in their division, right?
Oh right,
When you
yeah.
think about it, so
Oh yeah.
not by much. Obviously, that division was so
No, that's a
tight,
good
but
division. Yeah.
I think it was
And
only
that's like the difference, right? That could have been like against the Islanders or you know.
it's like Tampa Bay's what, like 77 points to Carolina's 82 or something. Like it was tight. But no, I'd give it to Vasilevsky personally, but I
I will
definitely
agree.
I can see an argument for Cooch, and I can see an argument for Braden Point as well. Oh,
Mhm.
that should be a penalty. No, all right.
No, I was gonna let them be mad at each other. Okay.
Oh God, the penalties. Oh no.
I mean, I want to give it to Vasilevsky, but 5 minutes in, no shots against. He hasn't done a lot.
Yeah, but again, it's a playoff award, right? So
Yeah, yeah. This is,
Point had that really crazy goal streak where he basically tied the record, right? Or did he get really close to one? Like
yeah, I
Reggie
think he's like
Leach's
tied for
record or
second
something.
now.
He almost broke Reggie Leach's like consecutive goals in the playoffs record.
Yeah,
Crazy.
10, right? He's
10.
at like
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. Oh my God. Price needs to play like Waugh tonight. Yeah. No, you're
Yeah.
hit the nail on the head. He needs to play like Waugh for 4 straight games for Montreal to have the slightest chance. He has to outduel Vasilevsky by a lot, and Vasilevsky's posting like a 930 right now. So
And so far he looks great, but the chances that Montreal's been letting right in front of the net in those dirty areas, that's where there's just sometimes nothing a goaltender can do, even if you are standing on your head.
yeah, the top four for Montreal's defense has to be just completely shut down, and Price needs to play absolutely god mode. But Corey is right. He needs to play like Waugh. I guess that's why Waugh's in the
Mhm.
building. So they're like
Yeah.
they're trying to like get some mojo in here.
So far it's working for Price, but not for the rest of the team.
Yeah, they got LaFleur in here too. I think so.
Hmm.
We're also in Montreal too, so if they won one in Montreal, that'd be cool just for the fans.
Yeah, for the historic.
See a finals win.
And there's nothing not to be proud of anyway for Montreal. Like you can get swept by Tampa here and still go to the locker room smiling, be like, "Wow, we got we got to 4 games against Tampa in the final round." Like that's who saw nobody except for, even some Montreal fans didn't even see that coming. So,
No, every Montreal fan I talked to when the playoffs started, were not expecting any sort of run. So
hmm
this is completely out of nowhere for Montreal.
they're looking for like good experience for, Suzuki and Caufield. That was like the story. Get those two experience.
Yeah,
And
talk about experience. Yeah.
right, yeah, just, get the experience for those two and, their game and then they win, they're at 3-1 and then they win that game 5 and everybody's talking about like how the whole team, and everything starts to blow up and their chances and yeah, it really gave him a shot, gave him some lit some fire under their asses, and now they're here, and they've got a lot to be proud of.
I agree. We're talking like Tampa's already won. That's really funny.
Mhm.
But with 7 minutes in and no shot attempts for the Habs so far, that's yikes.
Some half
Prices
attempts, none on net.
Price has got to be good, but they also have to score a goal or two. So
And the way that Tampa Bay maintains possession of the puck is just phenomenal.
they're coming. Start of a dynasty coming up. Tampa is lit come postseason time. Yeah, they've been. You got to think too. Tampa's been really, really good since because they made the finals in what was that 2015, and Chicago beat them. I think it was 2015. But like yeah, the last 2 years back to back is huge.
It was really that sweep by Columbus, right? The whole team's laughing and
Yeah, could you
Vasilevsky
imagine if
is
that
sitting
didn't
in the
happen?
corner pissed, right? And it, like you don't want to say, oh yeah, you had to go through, trash to deserve, like the cup, but like it was a serious growing moment for them that really taught like, a roster that's been a lot like, it's been like the same for a while. They've really trusted, the players that they've had and, that it's paid off. Like, that's what it took. That's the growing moment. And they haven't looked back. They've been the best team 2 years in a row, clearly, because they're,
Yeah,
winning 2 cups back to back. And
yeah.
if they do things right, they can come back next year too. I have no doubt in my mind that, they can all have a chance to be competitive again.
Yeah, Bargov with the comment about the dynasty, right? I think they got to win one or two more to be in that realm. Like in the next couple years to be in the Islander, Montreal, Oilers, even like the recent dynasty Chicago Blackhawks teams. I think you at least got to win like 3 and 5 or something like that. So, but start of a dynasty, absolutely could be. Would not be surprised if they won one or two more in the next few years.
And all about how they plan their future, right? Because obviously they're going to have some contract issues, but that can't, that could also, they get around it. They did it this year. They got around it. They'll make it work.
I agree. And Tampa Bay is one of these teams too. Like them and the Penguins, I find come up with dudes that no one's ever heard about. Where the hell did this guy come from? And all he's playing, he's playing important third line, fourth line, last D pairing minutes in the Stanley Cup Final. It's like where the hell? Always seem to come up with those guys. Ross Colton was the guy this year. It's like where did Ross Colton come from? Played like 30 games or something. Tampa just needs to keep bringing in these guys with, borderline made up names. Yeah, really it's just all Tampa right now, eh?
Yeah, that's one shot to 12, 11 in first half of the first. It's Montreal's got nothing coming into the zone, and Tampa Bay's transition. That's 8 shots. I'm just losing my mind. Tampa Bay's transition is just so quick. They get the puck, it's on their stick, they're going the other way, and they're playing defense in Montreal's zone. They're keeping the puck there. They're not letting it come out. They're playing, good possession game, and Montreal just can't catch up. And it's what I was talking about for relying so heavily on their top two pairings of D.
Yeah.
That works against, the past three teams they faced, but if you're gonna spend all your time in your own zone, you need to change up and you need to change up some lines. You can't just have one line up the whole time and it's gonna bite them, and that's where it has in the series, and I think that's where it will today.
Yeah, I agree. It's tough to line match against a team that doesn't really have a bottom six.
Even as the home team, we're seeing that like they're getting the matchups that they want, but Tampa Bay's still like, just strategically just around them.
Says Stan X. If someone is ever annoying, just give them the name Hoopa. You've been what? You've been running into a lot of Hoopas in Showdown. That's just what you called them. I agree with you. Now no one's annoying. No, we're all good. Call Corey Perry Hoopa, maybe.
We are at a commercial break with a 9:58 left in the first.
Yep. 10 minutes down to the first period. It's been all Lightning. All Lightning.
Yeah, Montreal has one shot. They think they've had two or three chances to get the puck onto the net and has done it once. And Tampa Bay's had maybe 20, 25 chances, big shots and chances, Whether they be from like the blue line, like Chernak just blasting it or, something down in front and just been chance after chance after chance. And Price has been tested early.
Nothing 10 Beller though from Price. Like he's just making the steady saves right now. It's just a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
quantity. A lot of quantity.
Yeah, Tampa hasn't made like an amazing, streamlined cross crease pass connect yet. They've just been like throw it at the net, look for a rebound, but they've been getting that space in front of the net, which is the problem. And that's something that I think Montreal could maybe counter easily. You just change, you start boxing players out, and now, all of a sudden Tampa Bay has to adjust their game.
Why are they showing stills of Nick Suzuki scoring on Jack Campbell? Why are you doing that to me?
Hey, you need to relive it as a
Yeah,
fan,
totally.
part of your heritage.
They definitely don't have enough of those losses already. In Intermission, we should talk about our brackets and how we did.
That's good idea.
Because I think you had me as far as total, like as far as total correct answers, but I can't remember.
Neither of us, I
We
don't think either of us deserve to call ourselves correct about anything.
I had the or did I have Boston over Islanders? I can't remember if I
No,
had the
yeah, you
whole
did, you
East
did. I
correct.
think you had Boston over the Islanders, and I had Islanders over Boston
Okay.
or something.
Obviously, we both had Leafs Avalanche.
Yeah, both had Leafs Avalanche.
And I had did I have Carolina Boston? I had Carolina Boston. I put a lot of stock in Carolina this year. I guess I shouldn't have. But
Hmm.
I was expecting that to be like the number one series of the playoffs. Would be Tampa Bay Carolina.
Yeah.
That's where I would have definitely put my money. But it ended up being Tampa Bay Islanders. Probably is the best series of the playoffs. That was a
Back,
great.
two
That was a
years
great
in a
series.
row, right? That is so cool. And you know that the Islanders are thinking next year, they know they're gonna face them again, like some cool rivalry kind of building up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these rebounds.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'm like 3 seconds behind you. Yeah, it was a big, big rebound by Price.
And you know that Tampa Bay against any other goaltender would be, has scored one of these by now. Just by chance, just by something, the bounce goes in. Someone give Hedman. Okay. Anybody watching this, if your defenseman loses or breaks a stick and you're a forward, you hand him your stick.
Yeah, give him your freaking stick, man.
It doesn't matter what hand you are. Just be like, here, have this. Use mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous to go alone.
I've always been a big proponent of if you're a forward and you've broken your stick, get off the ice.
Yeah, you just
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 change.
sprint to the ice, just book it to the fucking to the bench. I mean,
Yeah.
just fucking
It's
get
like
off.
it's like I don't
You're
care if you're in the
ineffective.
defensive zone. You collapse to the middle. You know, get a power play stance for 4 seconds so you can make that change, right? Because if that guy on the bench gets a little head start and kind of meets you, kind of flying past, so they doesn't, too many men when
Yeah, you don't
the
lose
the
too many. Yeah,
change,
exactly.
the change because he hasn't technically been part of the play yet. You're only losing a few seconds.
And players know it goes like the stick goes limp in their hand. That you just get off the ice.
Yeah, go.
Your stick's broken. You're not gonna, you're not effective anymore. Unless you think like you're in a board play and you might be able to just give it one quick kick, but you get your ass off the ice. You're not doing anything. Nah, they showed a little banner. The like scoring chances or shot attempts or whatever is 18-3 for Tampa. At
Oof.
about the 6 minute left in the first.
Oof.
About a minute ago, they showed that. Yeah, that is outchanced 6-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is not how Montreal wanted to start this game. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
This isn't how you want to lose the series either.
Yeah, with less than 10 shots and
Like obviously it's 0-0, but Montreal can pull a win off here, but it's not even it even wouldn't be that great of a win if they, like by playing like this. It's just
Need some sustained ozone time.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting a little bit of it now, but nope. Oh my goodness.
We spoke too soon, Ryan.
Yeah. Hey, Josh Anderson
What?
gets on the board for Montreal. 1-0. Woo.
You know what? Vasilevsky hasn't looked amazing yet. Yeah, I don't think he's gotten like into a groove. He's kind of looked a little bit shaky when things are right in front of him.
It's tough. Like it's had one shot. What are
Yeah,
you gonna do?
right.
Great pass from Suzuki.
Mm-hmm.
Good patience around
Incredible
Savard.
patience.
Great pass. It's that Caufield going in the net. See? Oh, he's small. He can't drive the net. Sure, he can.
Yeah, a lot of it isn't just being big, it's how you use your size. It's knowing how to, where to be. Uh,
That's huge for Montreal. That's gonna go right to their legs. Oh my goodness! Again, come on.
yep. I don't think.
I don't think that'll count. But
No, that was kind of totally shoved in.
Corey Perry doing Corey Perry
Yeah.
things in typical Corey Perry fashion.
Yeah, that Sportsnet live tracker is working.
Yeah, seems to be working. Vasilevsky gave a little poke, eh? Little shot.
Oh, he did. Little glove to the face,
Little
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 face wash.
little bop. Get on
And
the
a
ref
commercial
for
break.
getting in there right away. It's good. It makes it interesting at least.
Yeah, can't all be one-sided all the time.
Yep.
Was that the first time the Habs have had a lead all series, right? I don't think
Uh,
they've scored.
no, I don't think they've had the lead, right?
No, that's the first they've had. Let's see how long it lasts.
Doesn't mean they got to get a couple weird, greasy ones, couple plays, and then Carey Price does his thing. It's possible they win tonight.
Hmm
Not likely that
And
they
at
win the series,
times,
but possible.
yeah, at times they've shown that, they can shut down Tampa. They've had periods, 20-minute, intervals where they've been the better team. It hasn't always been Tampa the entire time. So,
Yeah,
and
Josh
like you said, if it
Anderson's
goes to the
fourth.
legs.
Yeah, if it goes to their legs, they get a couple really good shifts coming up here. Maybe Josh Anderson's fourth from Nick Suzuki and Cole Caufield.
And this is where Montreal's game really thrives on like the rush.
Yeah,
Maintaining of course you want to maintain offensive possession, but do you want to only be in the zone 10 seconds and score? That's also their thing. Suzuki's just drive to the net, go, get another chance, quick plays. Tampa's been a lot of possession, but I haven't seen Tampa doing, a lot of the cross crease passes that will beat Price. A lot of it's just been traffic in front, and I think yeah, so far that's why you're looking at 1-0.
hmm yeah, that
Oh my
line
God.
specifically. What?
I'm
This,
sorry, I'm a few seconds ahead.
yeah. Oh my God. Oh no. I will refresh mine, see if I can gain a couple seconds on you.
I was gonna pause a little.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm at 9:30. 9:30 now. Sorry, 3:30. Why did I say 9:30?
Yeah. Is it 9:30 the time?
Nope.
It's 850, not even close. Oof.
I'm way off. Yeah, what a weird. He almost Marc-Andre Fleury'd it. Oh, he got his
Yeah.
stick on it.
Yeah, and he got
Vasilevsky
a
got his
good
stick
stick
on
on
it.
it.
Ooh. Ooh, scary.
A little 4-on-4.
So
Open
4
the
on
ice up a little.
Forsky.
I think that could work in Montreal's favor for a lot more space, quick rush chances, find a little hole. They got Montreal got Tampa a lot, Vegas a lot with that. Just one guy, like cherry picking just a little bit and gets a breakaway. Lots of breakaways in that series by Montreal.
Yep. We got a follow mid thing here. I don't have my Streamlabs open for me to check that. Hold on 1 second. Thank you for whoever followed us there or subscribed.
Whoa, we got
I
a new
appreciate it.
subscriber. We got a ding. We got 2 dings. Thank you to both of you who are now subscribers. We produce some dope content. Right now, we're just sitting here chilling, watching Tampa Bay versus Montreal, having some fun, having some beers, I think. I
Yeah.
can't see Ryan. Can't see what you're drinking. Buds and buds, right?
Exactly. If I could just get into this thing. Imagination World. That's who you are. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for subscribing, my guy. Really appreciate it.
Well, that was a high stick by Edmondson. That is slash whatever. You can't do that with your stick.
No. Go to the
You
box and
can't
feel
be
shit.
hitting people in the face. And a big opportunity for Tampa here. Oof. Big shot by Kucherov. He is so dangerous.
There we go. I have that open now.
Two players getting out of the box now. 5-on-4. Still all Tampa for possession, but 1-0's the score. Jake Evans making a big play. That's what you want. Him on the penalty kill, making a difference. Because this power play for Tampa is so deadly. Having Stamkos on the left, Kucherov on the right there, passing back and forth and shooting. That's the breaking up chances and that center pass by Kucherov, keeping the center clear. That is what you need from your penalty killers, and that's what Jake Evans was brought in to do. So even if he doesn't have a point, Jake Evans, he's already been a huge factor.
Yeah, coming in, that's awesome from him.
And that'll be the first. That post. Well, of course, at the end of every period, they got to go through the obligatory roughing penalties each way, get a little shove, get to know each other a little bit better, and find your dancing partner. Doesn't look like any gloves are flying. That's gonna be a good second. Ron McLean and Gary Bettman are gonna be there for the first intermission. Interesting. We get to boo Gary Bettman.
Do we actually? Nice. Always love getting
Yeah.
to boo Gary Bettman.
So go get your popcorn and drinks ready. It's the intermission. Time to go take your pee break. Play a little bit of air hockey, whatever you do in your spare time. Get ready for that second.
That was accidentally me. Ignore
What'd you
that.
do?
I clicked the wrong button on Streamlabs, so I accidentally tested a subscription. Don't mind that.
No, we
We just
didn't get
subscribed to
one.
ourselves. That's awesome. I thought I got that set up though. Fantastic. Good streamer, man.
We are professional. Thoughts on the game so far? Do you have Tampa taking this one? Montreal taking this one? Going back to Tampa for game 5?
I mean, I still have Montreal coming out on top of this, man. Like that's tough. I mean, sorry, Tampa coming out on top of this. Even if Montreal's up now, that period was 99% dominated by Tampa Bay. That's tough.
Yeah. Montreal's gotten, their own few goals across the series, some of them squeakers, like, some of them talent driving to the net, like, it happens. It happens. Talkie, you don't always score first.
Yep. 1-0 in intermission. Oh my goodness.
This is huge. This is it. It's happening. Cup's in the building.
Yeah, the cup is here, man. Cup
Do you
is here.
feel that? Do you feel it? Do you feel it, Ryan?
I do kind of hope, as much as I rip on Montreal, I do kind of hope that Montreal wins one in their building.
For hockey history. Everybody's in town, they got all the old timers sitting there in the rafters.
Yeah, a bunch of the legends are in the crowd. The history of Montreal, just to win it. It's a Cup Finals game. Win one in your building, that'd be cool. In a series that you're down 3-0 and you're probably ultimately gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but say you won one at home. I'm sure they have the record for most Stanley Cup game wins at home
Yeah,
ice
anyway, as a
on home
franchise,
ice,
yeah.
but pad your stats, do it. Your all-time record on Stanley Cup winners.
Yeah. Boo. I'm booing Batman in
here?
case. Yes.
Yeah, everyone boo Batman. Boo.
Boo. Oh yeah, he's defending George Peros. Of course, that's the first words coming out of Batman's mouth.
Yeah, that's a yikes from me there, Gary.
Yeah, that's a no thank you, Gare.
I want to unmute for the stream, but I can't.
Did you hear him? Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll get a sound mixer so I can hear that myself.
Isn't that a thing you can do? Or I guess
don't wanna have to
I'm
mess around with
coming.
that.
Yeah, and okay.
There's so many people talking about the Tampa Bay's legal cap circumvention in chat. There's so much hate about it.
Yeah, I've been asked questions by people, just friends I've been talking to, being like, "You think like the legal stop that?" And it's like, no,
Probably not.
no. The Leafs did it to get Riley Nash on, like they were over. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like all the time. Almost every single team does it.
No,
It's not a big deal.
I think the whole Tampa Bay issue was just Kucherov specifically, not burying LTIR to go into the playoffs and all that. More so, it was more so because Kucherov was hurt all year for a legitimate injury. I don't think ever anyone's doubting that he was hurt. I think people are a little bit worried about the exact timing on when he came back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, his return was faked.
Right.
Like very clearly faked.
Yeah, so that's what people are annoyed about, and I get, Tampa Bay fans are really defensive about it, and I get it, whatever. And then they bring up a very good example a few years ago when Chicago did it. I think it was 2015. They put Patrick Kane got hurt in the last. I think he played last 20 games of the year. He got hurt, and they put him on LTIR, and they grabbed. I can't remember who they grabbed. I think they grabbed Anton Vermette for their playoff run.
Ooh.
That's who they, the extra guy that they got. And I get
the cap space for Kane.
Right, and then Kane being, Kane's hurt, and then now he's back for the playoffs. It was a little suspicious back then. But we're talking about the difference between a guy like Anton Vermette and Nikita Kucherov. Like this is not the same thing, and I know Tampa Bay fans know this. I know that they know, former leading scorer, versus very good third, maybe second line center. Right? That's what they added Chicago back then.
What did Tampa add? Did they picked up Savard?
Yeah, they picked up David Savard.
That was like a Savard and Vermette, and Kane to Kucherov. I think it's kind of similar.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. We can look at it like that. I agree.
And that's the thing. Nobody cared. I guess they cared at the time, but we look back and don't care as much. And we're gonna look back at this one and not care as much.
Yeah. I don't know. People are a little bit bent out of shape about this whole cap circumvention nonsense.
And I don't think that Kucherov is 100%, and I don't think any player is 100%. And to come back from an injury 100% is just like not a thing. It's tough to be like, I can say, it is still a little bit sore, my hand or something, or, for him, but he comes back anyway. Like maybe he is still injured and he's actually coming back early from fully recovered, but it's just players play at 90%, not 100%. So
Yeah, their hockey players are crazy, and every
mhm.
single player in the league is dealing with at least one nagging injury at all times. So Kucherov's had surgery obviously, so it was a big deal. A lot of time off. I'm sure he could have benefited from a year or 2 years
Yeah,
off,
more
right?
time off, right? Like,
But
yeah, okay, could have benefited from retiring and
yeah,
then and never
but
been 100%.
yeah, but to say Kucherov is you know wasn't able to play if they had no salary cap in hockey, that he, to say he wouldn't have played in the regular season, I think is just kind of being a little
Yeah, like
non-objective if you're a
like could
Tampa
have
fan.
yeah, he definitely could have probably played a game in there if he
Yeah,
came back this good so quick.
yeah. I think it's a little bit. Obviously,
Mhm.
it is what it is, and it's the way the league is structured. Not so
Yeah,
every
that's
team is going to do it if they can. So, stop complaining about it.
and just also like the nature of injuries and hockey, it's got to be a part of it, I think. Like
Yeah,
that's just hockey players are gonna get injured. You're gonna be a few million, like that's just gonna happen.
yeah.
You're gonna need money.
I was never a fan of the salary cap in general. Um,
Hmm.
I would. If I'd be more leaning toward a budget slash luxury tax system similar to what the MLB has. Now the MLB does have its flaws too, but
Hmm.
the MLB, once you get to a certain amount of money, you pay a luxury tax to the league, and that helps pay for the teams at the bottom of the league that don't make as much money as the Yankees and the Dodgers and the big name teams. So they're able to spend a little more, to help pay for these, the Oakland Athletics and the Tampa Bay Rays and the teams that don't draw as much profits as bigger teams do. And I think that would be useful in the NHL. I don't
Hmm.
think they should do it exactly like the MLB's done it. Like I said, they have their problems too, but
I like the cap, and alternatively, I'd consider more teams in the NHL. There is so much talent. Every year it's these guys who are probably, like NHL players who just don't make the cut and have to go overseas. And could they play on a team? Probably. But every team only has so many spots.
right.
And, you open up to 35, 37, 40 NHL teams, and all of a sudden you get a lot more talent spaced out and a lot more players in the league. I think that's also another way to get around some of the cap issues for teams. Like, the guys who you want to see in the playoffs, they bring in money. You can't just tell Tampa, oh, sorry, Kucherov's not going to play. You're fucked. Even the league sitting there like, no, I want Kucherov to play. He brings in all this money. He brings in all the stats that he's bringing, that he's breaking or making or getting seconded, for most points between two consecutive playoffs. Like it's all like good for the league, and having the best players on the ice is good for the sport. You don't want to deny them that. And I think that more teams and spreading that shit out, like it helps to get overall, there's more talent into the NHL, more NHL caliber players into the NHL, and that'll fix long-term cap issues too for a lot of expensive contracts can be moved around a little bit differently, and there'll be a lot more money spent into the league and coming out of the league. It'll just be a benefit for everybody. I think. I think I'd love to see a lot more teams in the NHL, up to 40.
I I think that it's a good point. Um,
Mm.
I don't know if that would necessarily solve
Yeah,
any
it'd
cap
make new
problems.
problems.
It would All the teams would just be more bad contracts,
Hmm.
right? And that's like an arms race. You're not going to be able to win. So,
Yeah, it'll keep making more teams, but yeah, like it'll
I
obviously make its own problems.
yeah, I think 32 is going to be good. I think that's where they're going to land for a while, at least the next 20 years or so, probably. I don't think there's any more plans to expand past 32 at this point for the NHLs, from what I've heard. But you never know.
I'm gonna say 7 to 10 years. We're gonna be
We're going to get
seeing
a
like
33rd.
another. I think we're gonna get like 3 teams in a row or something.
Oh, it'd be pretty aggressive.
Yeah, like I think gonna get like a really big expansion, maybe even in like 4 or 5 years when we realize just how much of like an economic boom we're gonna get post-COVID.
Right.
There might be a lot more budget for teams that like Kansas City. There've been plans. There's an NHL-sized arena in Kansas City. The league's just always had an issue with finding an ownership, finding investors, and if there's just a lot more money sitting around, maybe the league's more willing to be a larger percent, to subsidize the cost of getting a team together, something like that, just more money lying around, better economy, people willing to spend into it, and I think we have a chance for a few more teams the next 4 or 5 years.
All right.
Kansas City being one of them.
Yeah, Kansas City is a big, obviously has been an option for years. I think the NHL is more likely to move teams around over the next decade than expanding into it. Um, a team like the Quebec is always bringing the Northeast back is always a big ask from a lot of fans.
Yeah,
Kansas City, I knew there was back when we didn't know it was Seattle. There was rumors of another Texas
the
team,
Northwest. Yeah,
another just a Northwest team in general. Canadian teams. Obviously, Canadian teams have to deal with the dollar being what it is, so that's why they're not really want to expand up here. But we never know. Maybe the Sabres will be so bad that they'll move them to Quebec.
that'd be unfortunate.
In the next few years, who knows?
There's a good fan base in Buffalo, and I feel so bad for them.
Yeah, I feel bad for Sabres fans too. I rip on them, but I feel bad for them, and that's
Oh,
that's
I
coming
don't
from
rip
a
on the fans.
that's coming from a Leafs fan. No, I rip
I
on the
rip on the
team, but
organization. Yeah,
I rip
yeah.
on the team, but it
If anything, they might
extends
be
to
one
the
of the
fans.
better fans in the league. Some fans suck. Boston fans, oh my God.
I'm a Leafs fan, and I'll put our fan base into the ring for worst fan base in the
Yeah,
sport.
and like the top 5 worst, like it's hard to try to like, split hairs for fan bases, but you can group them together in like the worst ones, and Toronto's in there,
Yeah,
the worst
worst
one.
for a different reason than like a Boston or a Philly
Mhm.
or some of these other guys are, but we're toxic as hell, and I hate
Hey,
it.
you know what I've recently learned? St. Louis fans are like the best fans in hockey.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't, I get they're just I guess it's because they got like they're content with the one win, you know?
Ah,
And I don't know if they're still high on it or if it's just like the city's just like that's just how they are as like a sports city that they're just like, yeah, we got it. We're a rebuild. Our team's shit and falling apart now. We support you. There's like the fans in St. Louis aren't mad that St. Louis didn't have a dynasty, that they didn't stay number one, in the league and keep going. They're just, they're not mad that Tarasenko might be out and, like that they could go through a retool and a rebuild. Like they accept it. And I don't, that's just maybe the one cup win has made them humble.
right.
Maybe that's just who they are.Maybe they got the one. They're like, hey, no, we just that's just hockey, and they're better people. But I've noticed that St. Louis fans are that's a non-toxic fan base in hockey. Found one.
Found one.
So if you're a St. Louis fan out there, pat yourself on the back or prove me wrong and be a toxic ass in the
Yeah,
comments.
yeah. You say lose fans in the chat. Let me hear you. Yeah. What the hell are the Sabres fans gonna do with themselves? That's what I want to know.
In any way the draft goes, there's gonna be complaints.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be Buffalo fans freaking out, naysayers, bust predictors. Like, no, you should have picked this guy. And no spoilers for anybody watching, because we want to leave it for our mock draft. But I think it's down between 50-50 between 2 players going
Yeah.
for first overall.
Yeah, and everyone calls, as soon as the first overall pick or a top draft pick doesn't, win the Calder their first year, it's like, the guy's a bust. People are calling Lafreniere a bust already. Quick to react like that, I guess.
I also expect more, like an unrealistic view of hockey and development and just how the game, like what it takes to be an NHL player. I think fans can be very demanding of their prospects, like immediately.
Yeah, they want returns right away.
Yeah. And like the guys like Connor McDavid and Austin Matthews who come into the league NHL ready to not only just play but score at such an elite level kind of creates an illusion that everybody can just do that when like teenagers cannot just jump into this league and dominate like they can. That's generational talent.
Yeah.
And we are back, by the way, 30 seconds into the second period. It's
Yep.
4-on-4. A pair of roughing penalties each way, of course. As I mentioned at the end of the first, the obligatory roughing penalties must happen.
Yep. Patty, not going to call one way, so we're going to send you both off. Patty Maroon and Edmondson. Joel Edmondson going.
Yoel Edmundson. Yes.
Edmundson. Yeah, shots were what, 12-6 in the first?
13 to
11-6?
6 right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. In the first, 12 to 6. And the chances were, like huge. It was like 30
Huge
to
for
5.
Tampa, yeah. Huge for Tampa's end. Some pressure here in the zone. Ooh. Whose stick was that coming out of nowhere? It was Petrie?
Yeah, Petrie flung the. I think you're a few seconds behind again. Or one of us is. We both are.
Oh, probably. It's probably me.
I'm at 18:45.
Yeah, I'm 1 second behind you.
Oh, okay.
Good D there. Carey Price is the only goaltender in the entire league that I'm confident playing the puck with. The only one. There's other guys who's good at it, but
Yeah.
am I confident in them? No.
No.
Just
Even
Carey Price.
I'm not comfortable with any goalie playing the puck ever.
Carey Price, I am. He's so good. He's so good with it. He's another defenseman out there. Mike Smith is another guy. Is pretty decent. Pecorine was decent. He's not playing as much anymore, but. I was a very puck playing goalie, so.
I wasn't very good at it, so I
appreciate
stayed away from it. You stop the puck, so it doesn't keep spinning around the boards. But as far as playing the puck, not really.
No, I was very
I
good
have
at
few
playing the puck,
dump-ins.
so I appreciate other goalies who are really good at it.
The power play, and the other team dumps it around. You make sure you're there. You stop the puck, but I'm not like flinging it at some forward trying to get a breakout pass or anything. I'm not, it's just I'm a board. Imagine the boards were like 15 feet out there. I'll stop the puck. That's it. That was me.
Yeah.
Different styles. I'm glad goalies are different.
Yep. Goalies are a weird breed.
You got to be sort of a nutcase to want pucks flying at you at hundreds of kilometers an hour.
Yeah, special kind of crazy. I'm gonna let you take the stream for 1 second. I'm gonna go get another drink and
All right.
peace for 2 minutes. I'll be back.
Don't worry, I can handle it. I'll tell you. I'll scream really loud if anybody scores.
Sounds good.
How many people we got with us? 5 watching. Hello, 5 people. However many of you are real, thank you for joining us. We're watching Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final round. It's 1-0 Montreal with 16 left in the second. And it's been Tampa Bay all in the first period, but this second period, it's been a little bit 50-50. Montreal sustained a little bit of pressure in the offensive zone. A few chances right in front of Vasilevsky, and there's one right now. McDonald's been on the ice for a minute and a half, so they've been forced to be in their own zone a little bit too much. And I've noticed that Montreal's a little bit more physical, especially along the boards. And Tampa Bay's feeling it, a little bit of frustration, having a tough time get out of the zone and squeezing the stick a little bit tight whenever they get a chance. A big face-off win for Montreal. The set plays by Tampa are incredibly dangerous, so denying them big for Montreal to keep that 1-0 lead, because that's the playoffs. A 1-0 game is, could be a W.
All right, I'm here.
Welcome back.
What happened?
A little back and forth action, some possession in each end. A little bit of rough stuff, nothing major. I'm at 14:55 left in the second.
Wow, you gained a few seconds on me somehow. I don't know how that works. Why does that happen? I literally haven't moved anything on that. No buffering, no nothing, but somehow you've gone from 1 second ahead of me to 5 seconds ahead of me.
Oh, interesting. They can time travel, but only in very short distances.
Yeah,
Did you see
seconds.
that? Did you see that, Ryan? I moved an entire millisecond. Did you notice?
Whoa.
The
You're
whistle of
so
14:10.
skilled. Yeah, I'm back to pretty close to you now.
Live action. All right. Oh, yep. You can't hit people in the head with your stick.
Oh, yeah, bonk. I've actually gotten a couple other subscribers to the channel, but because YouTube doesn't work the same as Twitch or Twitter, we don't get a live feed of everybody. It depends on your Google settings and stuff, but we've gotten a couple more subscribers. So if you have subscribed and you're still here, thank you very much. Appreciate the
And
support.
if you haven't, then do hit the button.
Yeah.
We have a lot of dope content. Yeah, we do hockey If you haven't checked it out already, it got a top 31 Russian skaters.
Yep.
And I might add a few more along the way. We got some scouting reports. We got a mock draft to do. And we got a mock expansion draft. So a lot of good shit coming up. So hit that subscribe button if you love hockey.
Hell yeah.
And don't if you hate hockey.
Can you do me a favor and check on
Absolutely.
whatever your end if we are still live? Because my OBS DC'd for 2 seconds there. But I don't.
Yep.
Doesn't say I lost any frames, but I got a little disconnected reference. So
We're pretty good. We're looks like our live stream is about 5 seconds behind on YouTube.
cool.
I don't know how close we are to the game. Within 20 seconds of the actual game live on the ice, probably. We're getting it out to you fans out there. Yeah, happen to be watching.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. And if we blipped out of existence there for a second, sorry, but we are back. Montreal's power play, I think, needs to be better in this series, right? As far as their numbers
Yeah,
go.
I believe I heard them say that Montreal had in practice yesterday. This is all they did was power play.
Oh yeah, I'm not
Yeah, that
surprised.
was a thing they had to focus on. A lot of hesitation with the puck, and they're like, "What am I supposed to do? What do I do?" And got to credit Anderson. It's been a guy who's been got a quick trigger on him, but otherwise, the rest of Montreal's been a little bit unable to just put it behind put the puck in the net.
Mm-hmm. Missed opportunity now with that was that was a big elbow from Weber there, but that's all right.
Yeah, we'll let it go.
Get away with that kind of stuff in the playoffs.
Yep.
A little elbow grease, that's all right. Wasn't even the hit. It wasn't even the hit. It was like the little follow up that he got.
Yeah.
It was
Definitely lifted the
it
elbow
was good,
on
but
him.
like a little bit of rub in there. That's good. That's playoff hits. That's good to go.
I like consistency with my penalties. You reach the playoffs or you reach a game and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna call things. As a ref, I don't like, throughout a game if a call is gonna change, what a high stick is gonna change, what a rough is gonna change. Call it if you're gonna change throughout the season, sure, but throughout a game you got to be consistent. And I've liked that so far in this one. They've let the rough stuff go. Haven't given any. Everybody's been pretty disciplined. There haven't been any trips, like nothing that they've had to give. And until that one high stick, it's been only penalties either way, right?
Yep. That's good. And commercial here. Tampa's got to get one by Price here if they want any chance. They start getting more bodies in front. Bang one
I
in.
think they need to dictate the play like now. That pace. They gotta pick it up now. They can't wait until 5 minutes left in the third to pull Vasilevsky and hope for their one goal then. I think they need their one goal right now.
Yeah.
You don't want to give Price fuel to be even better in Game 5 if Montreal wins. If Price pulls off a hat trick, a shutout in this game, and he comes back in the next game feeling it, and they only score one on him, maybe they'd make it to Game 6, and then it's an open series. And if there's anybody in the entire world who can steal a series right now, it is that man, Carey Price.
I believe you. What are they showing here? The Anderson goal? Oh no, this is the chance.
The missed chance, and then that lifted elbow.
That was a good chance on the power play. That was a decent power play from them. They needed one. They need one to go on the power play
Yeah.
here. Need to win the special teams battle as well. Face-off's big. Oh. Be a little rush here. Nope, just dump. Little dump change, that's alright. Buddy is so. Is that Yoel Armia? He's holding that guy's stick accidentally on purpose for the
Yeah.
extra seconds. That'll work. Oh, that was a huge opportunity.
However the series goes, collision.
Ooh.
Was it a trip? It was a trip. Okay. I didn't see it. Maybe something replay will show.
Whoever it is, Corey Perry's not happy about it.
Yeah, he was pissed off. Yeah, or Mia. They showed that in the replay too. That was kind of a.
Oh yeah, give him a little grab.
Yeah, to speed up a little, to catches.
Yeah, it gave him a little grab. They called it hooking. They could have called it holding, but
Yeah, I'd have called it holding because he held on to him to use the speed, right?
yeah, kind of give him a little yank.
Johnson's a little bit faster. Perry's getting old.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't
Faster.
quite have the
Hold
foot
on,
speed.
I'll pick up a ride. When this Tampa power play has not looked hot in the first 30 seconds. There's been something off about Tampa's offense. It's been their possession's been great, but their actual shots and chances haven't been. I feel like they're gripping the stick a little bit too tight or something.
Well, this team knows how to win, so it's not a matter of they don't have the winning attitude. But oh my God, Weber just tried to kill that guy.
And missed.
Oh my goodness. What's that, Braden Point? Point's life just flashed before his eyes. Oh my goodness. That was a little bit of a vintage Shea Weber run at him anyway. Yikes. Bad clear. Who is that? That needs to get out. There we go. Now it's out. He made up for it. And see, there was a shot, but there's no one in front. There's, maybe Montreal's just doing a better job of boxing out this game, but. Tampa's got to get a few more bodies to the net, I think.
Patrick Maroon on that power play.
I'm calling him Maroon.
Yeah.
I'm calling him Maroon from now on.
Maroon now, Big Rig Maroon.
Big Rig Maroon.
Getting that power play time, that was interesting. That didn't work for him, but
I think it was more like the change at the time was kind of in between.
Yeah, they just had the Point Kucherov line out. They can't had to swap something else.
Limpano 14 asks, where can I watch it for free? There's a few streaming services you can Google. I don't necessarily want to give you free resources because I don't want to get slapped by it, but do a little bit of Googling, you can find it. I'm sure if someone in the chat wants to help you out, they can help you out. I don't want to be the one to get you on hockey.
Yeah, we don't want to get you on hockey. .tv. That's something you shouldn't, think about getting on hockey.
Wink, wink. I'm watching on
Gotcha.
Sportsnet, but
Oh, I'm watching it on a glorious website called
yeah,
onhockey.tv.
it's hard to watch these in Sweden. Yeah, I can imagine. What time is it in Sweden right now? Isn't it like in the middle of the night for you? It's hockey dedication, man, if it is.
Yeah, that's worth it. All for the sport.
Yeah, there's also another YouTuber who's streaming streaming with the game, but if you're based in Sweden, you won't be able to see it, unfortunately. I think it's regional rights to Sportsnet in Canada. So 3:37 a.m. You absolute
Oh,
madman. I love it.
I love your dedication to hockey.
9:37 here. Yeah. Yeah, it's dedication, man. Well done. We appreciate overseas fans. Everyone in North America respects the grind. Thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate it. All the way from Sweden.
Yeah, this SHL, that's a league we're probably going to get into next year for scouting.
Yeah, I want to scout more of the European leagues as well.
Had an issue for watching. We'll have it when doing that, watching KHL games live. They're all like 4 a.m.
Yeah. Montreal's closed the face-off gap. Oh, what a save.
Mm,
What happened? Offside?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goals against within 10 seconds of a turnover. Interesting stat. That's kind of an off the wall kind of stat. Who keeps track of that?
Yeah, there's some really weird stats that I have to imagine a computer generates.
Oh yeah, he must.
Like it tracks just the stupidest of everything, and it's like, yeah, you got your 1050th penalty minute, like, you know, and it gives like, a list of them, and whoever's, the network doing it, it's like, yeah, it tells the commentators, yeah, here's a list of key ones or something, or here's an important one, here's an important stat that's random. Have it drop down on that little thing.
It's a much closer period than the first.
Mm-hmm.
Was that not icing? Was that not going to be icing until Vasilevsky played that?
I missed it, to be honest.
Must have got tipped by somebody. I don't
And
have the
Montreal
commentary.
playing in front of Vasilevsky the way that Tampa had been playing in front of Price last period.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting that dirty area. They're doing the right things. They're making Vasilevsky scramble for the puck as opposed to, playing his own kind of game in his own zone and see the puck well and track it and, catch a long puck shot from the perimeter. So, these, their chances right up in front, and Vasilevsky's great, but he's getting a little bit lucky.
Oh, that's a trip. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's tripping.
Tampa Bay is gonna keep giving this Tampa Bay team power play opportunities, man. That's like
No.
that's Weber with the
I think they're
blast. Oof.
over 33% Tampa. They'll be 32 and 62 or something in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think going into this series, I don't know about currently, but going into this series, they had like the record for power play percentage. You
Hmm.
know, if it stood at that percentage.
Yeah, Tampa's not a team you can fuck around with on the
No.
killing penalties against all game. This is too many. And I know that, when you're playing against Tampa and trying to play a defensive game, they're gonna catch you. You're gonna have to take, like a bad penalty occasionally, but it's a little bit too much now.
Yeah, one of these is gonna bite you for sure. You can't keep taking penalties. Not that Montreal
You don't want to
Canadiens are
give, yeah,
undisciplined, but
no.
can
It's
bite
just
you
tough
pretty
when
decent.
if you're a step behind, but Tampa's just so good, like you end up getting your stick in the wrong place and it just happens.
Oh, my hockey cards came in, eh? Finally.
Nice.
You can't see it. You'll see it in a second, but I have this to open on the channel. Little box of OPG 0203. It's gonna be good. That'll be up on the channel sometime this week, maybe. This little box has 9 packs. 9 packs, 9 cards per pack. 0203. I did it as more of like a nostalgia thing because I collected this set as a kid, so my dad would get me a pack of hockey cards every couple days.
Hockey cards are great, man.
Love me some hockey cards. They're so expensive. I collect more of them. Big power play here for Tampa. Oof.
Oh, ouch. Oh, oh, he is lucky to. Oh, fuck me. That could have been so much worse.
Oh yeah. That was
That's not a fun way to fall into the boards
no.
head first. Oh my God.
You saw somebody break their leg in the VHL, right? That way.
MHL, yeah,
Or
there is an
NHL.
up and coming defensive prospect I want to talk about, and I was scouting him, and I watched him do the splits into the board and knee himself in the head, and it was just awful.
Yeah, that's not a way you want to go in. It's a little awkward.
You know what though? He was skating like 6 weeks later.
Was he?
Yeah.
Guess I never followed up on that.
Oof, was that? Ooh, I guess that wasn't
Oh, post.
a little disagreement. Oh, right in the cannolis.
Oh no.
Is it off? It might have been off the right knee, but it might have hit him in the
I
cannoli.
can't
It might
remember. I can't tell if I hit him in the cannolis in the
have.
leg.
It,
He's bent
there's
over
a
like it hit him in
yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah. Oh. Bent over like it didn't hit him in the knee necessarily. Yeah, off the post,
Oof,
just
off.
so
Wow.
close. Oh, hit the blocker or the stick
Oh,
before it
I
hit the
hit
post.
both knees. Ouch. Both of them.
Oh no, it did hit him in the knees. Oh no, God, that hurts. Oof, oof.
I thought there was an accident in the sausage factory, but yeah, it's just the knees.
Yeah, an accident in the sausage. Oh God.
He's a tough kid. He'll get up after that, A
Yeah,
little bit of a bruise, but
it's a real ouchie, bro.
hmm
Real kick in the knackers, bro. Huge power play or a penalty kill from Montreal.
yeah, that was big. You take a
Massive.
I think it's official now that, every team that Montreal has faced has lost their number one center.
Yeah, well, yeah, if they points out, then yeah, absolutely. Some
A big
voodoo
chance.
witch shit. Oh my goodness, big chance. Josh Anderson's feeling himself right now. And this game is opening up.
Yeah, both ends are just shot after shot. No, I've noticed Tampa hasn't been as tight defensively in the second period, and neither has Montreal, and that's what that happens.
Yep.
And the wall is
Oh,
broken.
and there it is. Tie game. Josh
This is big
Anderson
for
is not
Tampa.
happy about something. I looked away for a second. I didn't see
Mhm.
where the bounce came from. I looked away for 2 seconds.
We're looking at the replay of his chance.
Yeah, this is Anderson's little
Ooh.
chance here.
I
Oh
don't
no,
see
that
what he
was
was mad
just.
at. I think that was just him being pissed off in general.
Yeah,
But
maybe
that
he
was
thought he
terrible.
just. Maybe he thought he deserved a power. They deserved a power play with.
Yeah.
Maybe the own stick got in there or something. I'd have to see it again, but that's tough. Barclay Goodrow ties the game.
And you have to prove that Price isn't a god.
Yeah.
Like, like that's something you just have to do. You have to get one on him to say, look, there's a hole. He has
Yeah.
holes. Now
Do
we can
you
go get more.
do you bleed?
Because if Montreal were to hold this 1-0 with Price standing on his head, there'd be question marks going into Game 5 about can Price do it again, and he could. But now you get one goal on him. That's just all you need to break the dam a little and expose a crack.
Yep. Tie game. Two
Especially
minutes
after
left in the second.
we don't know, as Price as a point taken a shift since, that might be he might
Might have
actually
noticed.
be down for, we'll see. So, them to get a goal that is huge going into the second intermission, going into the third.
Yes, Palat, Cooch. Who's that other guy with him?
Johnson.
Johnson. Good interception. Oh, might be bad actually. Oh, very good. Little risky step up in the neutral zone. I like it though. I'm here for it.
Kucherov had no idea where the puck was and put himself offside.
I'm not a Tampa fan. What number is Braden Point?
91.
21.
21, 21.
21.
A 95.1 mile per hour shot hit him right in the kneecaps.
Oof.
Both
Yeah,
of them.
both of the
Both.
right at the top. I can't hear what they're saying. Are they saying anything about?
No, they haven't mentioned if he's on the bench or not.
Okay.
I think if he's left the bench, or if he's been missing a shift. So keep my
I
ear
haven't
open.
seen him,
I
but
thought,
if he's
no,
hurt, I wouldn't expect him to be in the last minute of the second. They come out later, but
I
I'd
think he's
also
sitting
expect
on the
Point
bench.
to be okay. He's a tough
Yeah,
cookie,
yeah,
Braden Point.
yeah. Right. This isn't. I'm guessing he's gonna sit the rest of the period out and then come back in the third and be like, okay, I'm fine.
Yeah,
Ice my knees.
double shift Tyler Johnson. Give him some time with Cooch there to give Point's knees a 2-second break here.
Yeah, those. A big miss,
Ooh.
but big chance.
Ooh, huge chance. Do you
Hmm.
imagine? Oh my lord.
And Tampa's gotten a few of those uh, chances that I was talking about earlier that they weren't getting. Like they're showing this replay just right here on that Sergachev shot that he just missed. That's the chance. That's the shot that Tampa Bay's looking for
Oh,
because
they got a stick
that's
on that.
yeah,
Armia
that's
got
how
a
you're
stick.
gonna be priced.
Armia got just enough of that to send it wide.
Hmm.
Unless that was a clear shot. But again, no traffic in front of him. So
Yeah, that
I'd
was
take Price in that
otherwise.
exchange. But you never know. You don't want to give away grade A chances like that.
Hmm.
Ooh, that was close to an
And I think
E.
that's the yeah, as much as Price can handle them, I think that's the type of chance that Tampa should be looking for. Because what they were doing before with weird shots in and trying to get that rebound, it just wasn't working. They weren't getting the right types of chances. They weren't getting clear shots at the net. And now it's opened up a little bit, and it's 1-1.
Dano
I don't
giving
know
Palat
about
a little
that.
bit.
Who's on the bench trying to flip Palat's helmet?
Yeah, he saw that. Josh Anderson. 17. That's Josh Anderson.
Yes, Anderson.
That's perfect. A little flick. Little flick.
All right, it's my turn for you to hold the stream while I get a refill.
All right, then.
I'll be right back.
Wait for Alex to come back here. Second intermission. Oh, is he back?
Hello, hello.
You back already?
No, I thought I heard you saying something, and I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, no, I was just
Oh,
talking.
okay, I'm sorry.
Just talking. Don't do your thing. It's all good. Alex Kazam of Dopamon, everybody. 1-1. Huge. Biggest third period of the Canadiens' lives coming up for sure. Gotta win. Gotta win one at home. Gotta win one at home for the fans. Fans have been so good there. Go a little bit crazy after one of the two of the games, but overall, fans have been spectacular in Montreal. So give them one win at home, boys. Let's go. I'm a Leaf fan. Fuck it. I'll cheer for you. I'll cheer for you for one game. I have a lot of friends who are Habs fans, so they're stressing at me right now. And one fan is like, "What do I do? How do I react?" I'm like, "Dude, you're talking to a Leafs fan. I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to handle this." I don't know how I'd be handling it personally, but gotta do what you do. In Price, you believe, I guess. Yeah, 1-1. Tying goal was Barclay Goodrow from Ryan McDonough and Blake Coleman. Goodrow's second of the playoffs. Those two, Goodrow and Coleman, man, been one of the better pickups in recent memory for GMs, in my opinion. But both those guys, I know they cost a first. Whatever, dude. Those are great additions to. If you're the GM of the Tampa Bay Lightning, those are amazing, amazing additions for guys over the last couple years. And the GM of Tampa Bay's front office doesn't get enough credit for those two moves specifically last year. But obviously going to be UFAs, so we'll see what happens to them. But Goudreau and Coleman, absolutely instrumental in the last 2 cup runs for Tampa Bay. You back, Alex? What's up?
I am back.
Outside of the Bell Center looks nervous.
Yeah, they are in a panic.
What are they talking about during the intermission? Because I don't have the volume.
They're talking about the transition game of Tampa, but each one does well. The activation of Tampa's D along the blue line, there to keep the the puck in, and I think we're talking earlier playing defense in the offensive zone as a forward, keeping the puck in, good puck control. You know, you're not playing with a puck in your zone. They can't score 200 feet away. So as long as you're playing in their zone, that's a defensive strategy. They're talking about how effective it is. Has been against Montreal and big part of Tampa's transition game.
Yeah, guys commented with one of the craziest names I've ever seen. Rock, Pony, Sparkle, Prince of Friendship. Son of a bitch, man. Freaking Tampa is lucky. If the damn Avalanche would have made it last year, they would have beat them. If they would have made it this year, they would have beat them. Look, I like the Avalanche, but, you know, as a Leafs fan, coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? I would love to see Colorado in the final against Tampa. I think that's the most skill on the most skill last couple years
Yeah.
anyway. But
Yeah, I gotta agree. Rock, Pony, Sparkle, Prince of Friendship. That we definitely that we both had Colorado, in our coming out on top against the Leafs, right? Like I had Colorado winning the cup. You had the Leafs
yeah,
winning the cup against Colorado. So we're both on, that boat. That if we probably expected them to win. I thought they'd have the Vegas series too, but apparently not.
yeah,
There's something missing. I think it was a little bit of defense this year, and I think at the beginning, if you look at our division preview, we talk about how Colorado has everything if they don't lose anybody, if they don't miss anything off the roster. And I think for defense, it kind of like showed that maybe they weren't as deep defensively.
I think Colorado still got many years of contention.
Yeah,
So
no, don't get me wrong. Yeah, they're gonna be top of the league next year, and like they're built well structurally with the cap. They're not gonna have any troubles keeping good team together, and they're gonna remain competitive. And their cup's coming up, I think.
yeah, I think Colorado will win a cup in the next 5 years. We'll say. So if you're an Avalanche fan, just hold on, baby. You're coming. Maybe next year, man. Maybe next year. My team, hopefully, since I'm from Colorado and I'm rapping Canada all the way, at least for now. Yeah. Yeah, I think, you're from Colorado, Avalanche fan. Yeah, I think it's coming for you, man. I think the Avalanche are going to go on a run just with, they just need the perfect storm to happen. The series against Vegas was tough loss, but I think they'll get there. This Tampa team, though, that would have been an interesting series. Who'd you take in it? Who'd you take, Alex, in a Tampa Colorado
Tampa, Colorado.
Stanley Cup Final series with what's happened to this playoffs?
Having seen this and the impact that Kucherov coming in, I might give it to Tampa because I did predict that Tampa would lose to the Islanders.
Yeah.
In my preview, that was one of the things I had almost right, and then the Islanders lost, of course. So I've underestimated Tampa, and I think that if I were to give it to Colorado again, I'd be underestimating them again, and I'd be worried about that because I'd probably give it to Tampa in that series against Colorado. That's a tough one. What
Yeah,
about you,
that
Ryan?
that's a close series. I think Colorado. I think Tampa Bay have the edge in goaltending, and every time I have a toss-up series, I always defer to the team with the goaltender. So
Mm.
I think I would probably take Tampa too, but who knows, man? That'd be a wicked series. And that's a series that could happen, right? Easily, because we're going back to East-West. Ashley Jackson, come on, TV Lightning, please win the hockey game playoffs tonight.
We're with you, Ashley. I think I'm rooting for Tampa in this one. I'd love to see them carry the sweep 4 games,
Yeah, I'd
wrap it
love to
up.
see it.
But they're the better team. I'd love to see the better team win. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, yeah. Someone was here earlier talking about the Tampa dynasty. Um, and yeah, if they win tonight, then that's a good start on a really, really
Hmm.
good, you know, new age dynasty first, since the
Though
the
there
Blackhawks.
will be one.
Yeah.
If Tampa wins, we will get the Big Rig dynasty of Maroon.
Yeah, three straight
Patrick
cup
Maroon.
winner Patrick Maroon could win tonight. That'd be cool just to see.
That'd be the most amazing thing.
Imagine playing that professional hockey in 3 straight years. You're the cup champion. That's insane. Good
He's
for
got to
all of
buy
them.
some lottery tickets.
Good for all of them. Now this the what is it? The Northeast Division normally
Hmm.
used to be called. I can't remember what all the divisions used to be called, but
Metro,
the
Atlantic.
the Atlantic. Sorry, the Atlantic used to
Yeah,
be called the Northeast.
yeah.
Way back when, but yeah, the Atlantic next year with Toronto, Tampa, Montreal, Boston, Florida is going to be just an absolute gong show of a division. Who knows what's going to come out of there?
Yeah, like the competitive nature coming back to the East. This is
Yeah. Yeah, we're shifting toward the East hard here.
mhm. In the past few years. Like I know, like for a while it was all out west, but now these Eastern Conference teams are stepping it up. I like seeing teams getting better. That's always how it has to go.
Yeah, I agree. Big third period. I'm excited. I want to see the cup, personally. So go Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Hmm. Cups in the building. You brought it here for a reason. You might as well use it.
Yeah.
It's here. Let's get done.
I
Stop
think
wasting time, Montreal. Lose already.
I think in a perfect situation, I would want Montreal to win tonight and Tampa to win Game 5 for two reasons. One, Montreal wins in home ice, give their fans a good Stanley Cup Final win, and then Tampa Bay goes back and wins it at home. Because I like when teams win it at home a little better. I think everyone
Hmm.
does. But yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
they
a
won on the road
perfect
last year.
situation. They did win on the road last year, right?
Every kid, like, hockey fan grows up hoisting a cup, people cheering them on, but no, they're gonna get back-to-back years of no fans in the audience.
What was it last year? It was Game 6, right? They win in 6 or 5 last year. And it's Dallas.
Six,
Does
I
anyone
want to
know
say
that? If you're in chat, do you know that? I can't
some,
remember.
it's embarrassing.
I know it was mostly Tampa, obviously, but I just can't remember the final series, what it came down to. Because I have short-term memory. It was 6 games. It was 4-2.
Yeah, I knew I had a feeling it was six because
Yeah.
they're trying to push seven. Dallas is a good team, but they just didn't have against Tampa. It's just too much.
Yeah, recent series 4-2, 4-3, 4-1, 4-2, 4-2, 4-2. Not since, like you said before, 98, 97 with Detroit.
Hmm.
And actually the 2 years before that, too. They had a run of 4 straight sweeps between 95 and 98. The Devils over the Red Wings, Avalanche over the Panthers, Red Wings over the Flyers, and Red Wings over the Capitals. All sweeps.
Wow. Yeah, I'm excited to see potentially another one here in Montreal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not since turn of the 21st century. Turn of the 20th century. Have we seen a sweep? A couple 4-1s.
Yeah.
Detroit over Carolina. I remember that series. The Ducks over the Senators. It was 4-1.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
That was a tough series. That was a tough series to watch as a Sens fan.
Yeah, they were just so outmatched.
That exactly right. They just didn't have anything, and it really showed.
That Ducks team might, if you were to
it was one of the best teams of all time.
Yeah, it was one of the best. I'd put that Ducks team up against almost any Stanley Cup winner since like 2000, let's say, since the last 21 years. That Ducks team, the 2002 Red Wings team was crazy. The it was the 2013 year for the Blackhawks. That team was nuts.
And I'm gonna say it. These 2 years of Lightning, these have been incredible rosters.
Yeah.
Like, that's just put together teams.
Oh, I think we're gonna look back at this team for sure and go, "Oh my goodness."
Because like St. Louis, they were a good team, but they weren't stacked. They just won because they played better. Like
they went on
as far as
run
pure skill. Yeah,
they went on that absolutely insane run.
And even Washington, like the year before, they had like won the President's Trophy, and it was supposed to be their year, and then they lost a few guys, and they do some changes, and then they win the cup. Like they weren't the best team in the league when they won it, during the regular season. Like as far as teams being stacked goes, and like just having like a stacked roster, like that's like Tampa Bay. We're gonna look back at this team and just be wowed at the amount of talent. Yeah, in one fucking team.
I think so.
Stamkos and Kucherov and Point and Vasilevsky and Hedman, and you have Sergachev on your third pairing D. Like what? Like this is just. We're talking at the beginning of the game with Montreal can't even put like a third pairing. Like they've had trouble all playoffs getting a third pairing D to like click and and handle more than like 11 minutes a night. Like they need more than 4 guys playing 50 minutes. Like that can be tough. And Tampa puts Sergachev on there. That's a lot of talent.
Yeah, I was praising Coleman and Goudreau when you're gone as low key one of the best moves any GM has made over the last couple of years is bringing those guys in for the 2 years, both of them, on the contracts that they were on. Low key one of the best moves any GM has made in recent memory.
Yeah, we don't appreciate depth moves as much as we should.
Mm-hmm. Those guys, I talk about it every year. There's always a guy who, outperforms their playoffs, and they're showing it on Sportsnet right now as secondary support. Last 5 games from Goudreau, Gord, and Blake Coleman. Does great production from a third line that, is really a second line on most teams, but.
Yeah, that rolling 4 lines thing, it's too much for Montreal. It's going to catch them in the end. And it has all series. That's why they're up 3-0. It's just your fourth line's your second line, your third line's your second line, your second line's your second line, and your first line is like 10 first lines because holy crap, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't see a Point at all after that point.
No, he's not on to start the period, but it looks like they're starting that third line that they were.
Gourde, Coleman, Goudreau.
Yeah, they're
It's a
starting.
good line.
starting that third line. Looks like they're matching them against that top bill for the Canadiens. They're matching as best they can anyway. Tied after two
Yeah,
periods.
because Montreal gets to pick, right, as the home team.
Yeah.
It's like Tampa throws out their like, all checking line and Montreal puts out their second line or whatever.
Yeah, like we were talking before, it's hard to match against this Tampa Bay team.
Yeah, that's it's a game you got to play as a coach all the time. Yeah, and then in transition too, like, it's not so like rigid. Like you gotta line changes and matchups, and one guy's been out there for 3 shifts now, and you gotta make up with another guy, and especially with D pairings, you want to keep them together, but one guy gets trapped on the ice for so long, and you don't want to double shift him just to keep the pairing together. What do you do? And all of a sudden you're playing, keep up, and matchups are such a huge part of this game.
Yeah, 100%.
And admittedly, like an underrated, I think, for coaches. That's just like it's something that I couldn't imagine like doing. That's beyond me as a hockey enthusiast.
Yeah, like
Like
obviously
obviously a scout.
we've never been coaches before, but obviously
Hmm.
just on the fly line matching must be such a demanding part of being a coach. It really doesn't get recognized as much as I would think it should.
Hmm.
But it's their ability to process this game so fast.
Maybe like, oh, that guy got onto the ice. We need our third line to counter. They do this particular strategy, and these guys are best suited because they skate at like just all the calculations and things you're going through as a coach just to get like a matchup.
Yeah, I know they have their pre-meetings and they have all their set things and this is our game plan, but you got to be able to adapt a little bit, you know, shift to
On the
shift.
fly,
It's
yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, $1 million organizations, they can afford, a guy who does video, what do we, plan their strategy. But yeah, it's also a game of split second decisions. You're making hundreds of decisions like a second, and as a coach, you're making all of them for the players sometimes, and to make them like that's you got to be just as, if not more attentive than any player on the ice at all times.
Yeah.
A lot of Tampa this period so far.
Yeah, a
We're
lot of Tampa
almost three
out of the
minutes
gate.
in. A lot of what Cassie Campbell was talking about in the intermission, if you guys were listening in, of Tampa being really effective at keeping the puck in the offensive zone. Their defense activate at the right time, pinch at the blue line, and create chances. Just like if you're watching EC and a nice glove side shot on Price, who caught it, but I wouldn't have caught that.
Perry's in there too again.
Hmm.
It's in the middle of it, like he always is.
I really like Corey Perry, but I think this has really exposed like the lack of like elite scoring that Montreal has when like when Corey Perry has to be a goal scorer again and not just a bottom six guy.
Yeah, I think Montreal's. I don't know how to evaluate Montreal is from a skill perspective because they obviously
Mhm.
have enough to get to the finals, but they
Yeah.
lack they lack that like you know killer top kind of guy. They do it more by committee, and I get that, but I think next year a full season of Cole Caufield is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what he's able to do. In an 82 game season. Oh my goodness, good chance. Ooh,
Yeah. Braden Point making chances out there.
yeah.
Speaking of, I like to compare Cole Caufield to Braden Point. I think they're, like these small players who are coming out underestimated, drafted later than they should have been, and blowing it up offensively. And I think, yeah, a full season of Cole Caufield to really show where he's going to be, what his potential is. Is he going to be a number one center? Could he, could he be that, or is he just going to be like a second line kind of scorer?
Yeah, I don't know if I like
You know?
that comparison as much, but I do definitely see the similarities. But I think Cole Caulfield is going to be just this dynamic, fast winger with just an incredible shot and an incredible release. Um, and going back to that draft, I was beside myself. I remember I was messaging you about it, about
Hmm.
like I would have, I personally at the time, I think I had him in my like top 5 or 6 guys. Just that would go, and he ended up slipping to what, 16th or whatever, 15th.
19, 16, 19, somewhere in there, yeah.
Absolutely just insane. And it wasn't even, the whole time I was like, this can't be because he's small. This can't
Yeah,
just be because he's small.
15.
15th, yeah. Like
But it was.
I thought we've been through this already, NHL. Like just because he's small doesn't mean he's not gonna be one of the best players in the world. Um, yeah, and when, because that was a year where they had just an insane amount of U.S. national development team guys get picked.
Yeah, Cam York,
Yeah,
Spencer Knight.
yeah. When, like, I would have, like, okay, if you want, Trevor Zegras or Cole Caulfield, you could make a little bit of argument between the two, even at the time, right? Dylan Cousins, Alex Turcotte, and Byron. This is seen as a pretty good draft at the time. But when guys like Matthew Boldy and Cam York started going in front of Cole Caulfield, I was like,
Yeah.
this isn't even like a stylistic thing, like a of play anymore, because they both played for the same program. They're all Americans. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's literally just they look at the size and like, I'll pass up
Yeah,
on him.
I'll take Cam York, who's a good prospect, but had nowhere near as much upside as Cole Caulfield did at the time. And obviously with hindsight, it's everything. But at the time, he did not have the same amount of ceiling and upside that Cole Caulfield did, like
Hmm.
any of those guys after probably Trevor Zegras. But um, yeah, I was beside myself, and I was screaming because Montreal Canadiens were coming up, and as a Leafs fan, I don't want Montreal to get a really good player. So
And they take the one that,
yeah, they take
yeah.
the one. They were the one that broke the streak that I
Hmm.
yeah was screaming about in my living room. So yeah, is what it is.
Whoa, okay now. That's a way to forward check.
Yeah, I went back a few seconds. I got to reload. Like I saw it this time. I like skipped.
Hmm.
There we are.
Tyler Johnson with no stick, just get a hell off.
Yeah,
Just
just
go.
go right now.
Just go.
Specifically because
Just run it.
your guys are boxed. They've contained the zone a little bit here. Just go right now.
Yeah.
Especially with the close change.
Yeah.
Right? You can make an argument with me if if you're on the far side and you got to make that change. But if you're on that close
It's
spot, you don't
right,
even
yeah,
have to exit the
it's
zone. You just have to get a little
no.
out of position for a second. Way more beneficial to go and get that stick than just be a useless body in the middle of the ice. Especially in the middle like that. If you're a guy who's like, if the play's along the boards and you're able to grind a little bit and stick your legs and pin a guy, whatever,
Buy some time,
buy some time,
something. Yeah, but
then you're good. But if you're floating in the high
you're
slot
sitting
blue
there
line
like,
area,
I don't know what I'm doing. Just go. Just go. You're not helping your team either
just
by
change.
being indecisive and panicking,
Yeah, just
in that
change.
spot. Yeah.
I've been yelling
And
that for
that's
years.
like a coaching thing, that like a coach has to kind of instill on the players that, like a reaction, have that good reaction. Yeah, this happens. You break your stick, just go. Don't think twice, just go.
Geez, the benefit of carry price playing the puck.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got a rush. Ooh.
Can't get enough possession, but they still have it.
Get dumped in front. Whoever that was. It was Ben
Yanni
Sherratt.
Gourde.
Ben Sherratt dumped Yanni Gourde in front of the net.
Yeah, Yanni Gourde is not a big guy, and Ben Sherratt is.
Yeah. And Sherratt and Goudreau are going at it now.
Mm-hmm.
Sherratt's got his gloves off. Or one of his
Does it?
gloves
Oh,
off.
shit. Oh, yeah, they're going to throw the other. Yeah, getting penalties.
Yeah, there'll be some penalties here.
Yep.
Sherratt's got at least one
Yeah,
glove on the ground.
pair of gloves. Yeah, I see a pair of gloves on the ground already. Wow.
Weber just crunching guys.
Wow, I'm surprised Johnson can even like wrestle a little bit, and just like get like thrown away. Yeah, even Yanni Gourde got a piece of it and
Yep.
hit Price in the pad, but still got a piece.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
That's what you gotta do.
subscriber count hit 217, 218, and then drop. Interesting. Well, thank you everybody for all our crazy amount of subscribers who joined and then left.
Yeah, whatever. I just thought I would share that. I'm like, what the heck happened here?
He'll be back.
Yeah.
It was a tight game, a lot tighter than I thought it would be. I thought Tampa would come out and maybe score 2 or 3 right off the bat and then kind of coast a little. But Montreal, I mean, Tampa did come out of the gate and potentially score that many, but they didn't. And they've had, Montreal's had Tampa on their heels and kept up a good game, kept up a good fight so far.
Yeah, Montreal's definitely stifled a lot of the offense out of this game.
Mm-hmm. I think Tampa's maybe starting to get it back again, and they're getting some good chances. But right now, for now, like it's still 1-1. It can go either way.
Everyone's in the box.
He's
The whole third line's in the
all
box.
3 of them. Yep, the whole line.
There's Braden Point, so he's good to go. I think I've seen him before. I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, he played it like the 16-minute left, 4 minutes in. I saw him get a shift on the right wing.
Not quite a full line brawl, but close enough. Don't know, 7 for 12 on faceoffs. That's pretty damn good.
It's pretty close though. 47 to 53%. I think that's only 1 or 2 off.
Oh, big block.
Oh,
Big.
huge block.
Oh man, if he had gotten that, that was a 3-on-1 waiting to happen.
Yeah, Hedman's awareness and an ability to recover the puck is just what makes him such an incredible defenseman. Like for 6'6", 6'7", Hedman fucking moves.
Yeah.
He moves his fucking body. He is not afraid to skate with or without the puck.
blast from the point. If you're new to the stream, give it a like to our video. It really helps us out. Subscribe if you want to. We really appreciate you joining us.
And if you're into some other dope hockey content, we do have, some scouting reports for the 2021 NHL entry draft. If you're into rookies, to prospects, juniors, we like to talk about them, do our mock drafts. You gotta hit that subscribe button, hit that notification little bell, and you can we'll keep you posted, on what we do, who we talk about, who we think's gonna go first in the draft.
Yeah, it's gonna start ramping up hopefully, and Alex has got a series on the channel where he talks about his. Oh my goodness!
Wow, just a shot from the point.
Just a floater in. Wow,
Every shot has a
big.
chance. Wow.
Alexander Romanov.
Yeah, that answers the question from the beginning. When any of Montreal's additions get a point, and yep, it's not always a pretty one. Sometimes you just fling in the puck and it goes in.
Yep. Oh my goodness. What a goal. What a timing on that goal too. Huge. After a little bit of a push. Just see, got to the net, man. Lehkonen got to the net. That's what you gotta do. Getting Vasilevsky in Price's eyes. It's the only way they're good. A goal's going in. What a little just kind of fling the puck on net. It'll go in every once in a while. Every once in a while, it's the Stanley Cup Final. Holy hell!
And that's that third pairing, Romanov, Kulak, who are new, coming in. The Montreal bolstering their bottom pairing of defensemen. It's paying off to take out whoever they took out. I forgot.
Was it Merrill? I can't remember. Oh,
yeah.
Chance the other way.
Yeah, the puck's still loose,
oh
and
my goodness, and cleared.
It looks like it was iced. Nope, Vasilevsky's got it. Wow. And Tyler Johnson with the speed down the middle.
Yeah,
almost,
big rush.
In.
I was about to say before we got interrupted by a goal that Alex here's got a little series on the channel a couple months ago where he did a top 30 Russian skaters in the Russian system overseas, and there's a lot of information for a lot of prospects in the upcoming draft. Top prospects, guys that maybe go 4th, 5th round too. So check him out there, and we'll be hopefully doing some more of the top end level guys soon.
Gonna do our top 10 in the draft. Do our anybody else we think is special, might be overlooked, and then we'll go right into our mock draft.
Yeah, Buford fan. Yeah, 1-2, 2-1 Montreal, baby. Not over yet. They got 9 minutes left here.
In so far the top end talent from Tampa ever since that 2 goal, they've been a little bit more jump in their step too. So we'll see. I don't think Tampa's gonna let this one go easily. I don't think this might not be the very last goal scored. Ooh, fuck.
Yeah, good chance. The Montreal crowd is hyped, though. You can see it.
Yeah, they are pissed. They're pissed. They wanted a penalty on that Nick Suzuki hit.
Tampa Bay out shooting 27-18, but Montreal's got the advantage versus.
And it's got the number that matters.
Tampa's a little pushback here. Whoever's been on the ice for a little too long, he's got to get off.
Minute and a half almost. Yeah, Tampa's been pushing back since that second goal. And then not enough though, still 2-1. And they are facing one of the best goalies to have ever lived, so it's going to be tough to get 2 more goals in this game against him to secure that cup.
Yeah, that's a tough ask.
Is that Armia skated off the ice rather quick. I don't know if that was an injury, and that's how Suzuki came on the ice so unexpectedly there. Looked like Armia got hit or had an injury or something. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that
I
one.
didn't see it, no. There's a lot of energy in this game all of a sudden. It was down for a little bit, but there's a whole lot of skating going on.
Yeah, Tampa does not want to go home. They are very happy winning this one on the road and getting their cup here right now.
Oh,
And
that's it. Wow. Wow. Tampa. Was that Patty Maroon,
rig.
baby?
That was the big rig Maroon himself.
Maroon. The man, the myth, the legend, Patrick Maroon. Jeez. He's going right to the front and out, stick on the ice. Good play, good play. Great pass.
Yeah, what a beautiful saucer. That was
That's
clean.
That fourth line. That's a fourth line goal from Tampa Bay. That's massive.
And that's Romanov, Kulikov, Kulak, sorry. That's, that's that bottom pairing D that they can all finally get out of the box.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that's why the fourth line was on the ice.
Right, yeah.
I forgot their whole third line was in the box.
That's funny.
Joseph and Tyler Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same Joseph that they got that Pittsburgh had?
Joseph.
Is that Matthew Joseph or P.A. Joseph? There's a difference, right?
I think that one's
two
Matthew
different
Joseph.
guys. Yeah, that's
Don't
Matthew.
remember.
That's Matthew Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
It's another Joseph in Pittsburgh, I think.
And now Tampa has to make sure that they don't hold back, that they keep that energy and that they had in their legs and go get another one right now. Like right now. Dan, if you slow this game down again, another funny bounce. You're making it like a 50-50 game to win. You don't want that. You want to win it with the skill, your own game, play your style, and Tampa needs to take hold of us.
Yep. Oof. That was close.
Mm-hmm.
If necessary, Wednesday at 7:30.
Not at 8. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oof, what a fucking glove.
Caufield, man. What a release from that kid.
Mm-hmm.
What an incredible shot. Is there anywhere I can watch the game? Superdog2237. There is. We're watching it on a stream service called On Hockey right now. But there's all sorts of different things you can Google, different websites that'll do it, depending on your area too. If you're located in Canada, you can go to the Sportsnet YouTube channel, and they're live streaming the game right now. I don't know where you're you're from. Yeah, Alex in the chat. Do not go to that website.
Don't go there for free hockey. If you want hockey, don't go.
Yeah, it depends on where you are in the world, to be completely honest. But there are services and sites that'll meet your needs, my guy. Is that a scam? No, it is not a scam.
No, but keep your ad blocker on, homie.
Yeah, any websites are like like that are free websites. Keep have an ad blocker on. My stream seems to be behind by a minute watching on Roku. Yeah, that's the other thing. Some channels will have the stream going, but it'll be a little behind or a little choppy or a little weird. But website we use is pretty reliable. Um, Sportsnet Now is another way you can do it if you want to if you want to drop a couple bucks a month on a service. I like Sportsnet Now for hockey. But I'm in Canada, so I'm able to do that service. Depends where you are.
And if you're a minute behind, we might be 30 seconds behind given, how fast, our stream comes to us.
Yeah.
We say it, goes to YouTube, goes to you guys. There's a delay there. So don't worry if you're a few seconds behind. That's just a part of it.
Yep. Did we hear about Matiss Kivlenieks? Yeah, that was a tough thing to hear this morning. We haven't obviously talked about that a whole lot, but Kivlenieks, yeah, he's freak accident, man. That's nuts. It's from what I've heard, it's an absolute crazy accident. Really feel bad for him and his family first. Obviously, hockey player second. Yeah, that was rough news to hear in the morning this morning for sure.
Yeah, to wake up to Kivlenieks is dead.
That's not what you want. Especially as they were, there's apparently a new, not New Year's, July 4th celebration that just kind of went haywire. So.
Yeah, something about fireworks firing the wrong way or some malfunction, some problem. Everybody scattering. He gets out of the hot tub, slips and falls, hits his head, and that's it. Yeah. And that's so tough. And Ryan and I, we've both had our fair share of head injuries, hockey related, hockey not related. Like, that stuff you have to take incredibly seriously. And that's just it. One bump and you're dead.
Yeah, it's definitely just a little reminder of the dangers of hockey in general, sports in general. Like hit your head the wrong way, it can do some serious damage. And unfortunately, young goaltender lost his life. That's insane to hear.
I know another head injury, Timur Faizutinov.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm pronouncing that one wrong. In the KHL playoffs, he took a puck to the side of the ear, and it hit. That was it, and he died 3-4 days later, fell into a coma, and see on the ice when like the moment that he lost consciousness and never woke up. That's tough. One bump to the head.
Ooh. Off the post. Getting back to the game at hand. Post. Off the post. Oh my lord.
If the Montreal Canadiens win it today, Price has a big thank you note to the posts here.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to give a round of kisses to it.
He's got a couple from his post today. Yeah, from a purely hockey perspective on the Kivlenieks unfortunate death is that Columbus now I think has to sign a goalie.
I think they're making an exception.
Is the NHL making an exception for it?
Yeah. They're going to count it as Just be like that's,
Yeah, cuz
I'm pretty sure,
Because he was their goalie to expose in the expansion draft for anyone who doesn't know, and now they don't have a goalie to expose, so they're gonna have to sign one, or the NHL is gonna give him the pass on it from Obviously, that's a purely hockey problem and doesn't really matter, but I saw that today. I was like, oh,
Yeah, right. The league doesn't have to. They don't have to do that. They can
no.
say fuck it. Sign your goalie. That's the rules. But
Yeah.
hockey means family. Like this is, we're a community here. We're all family. We're all on the same team. In the end. And yeah. Getting to look at that post rocket. Wow.
Did that go off his leg and then off his stick? It looked like it hit three things.
Wow,
Oh,
it did. It
just
was
went.
off Kucherov.
Redirect, that was so close. Bryce looks at him like,
Yeah, for that look at it, we're like, oh
what
man.
was. It's like, oh, Lord. Insane.
Like
Minute
I'm done
5
with
left.
chick.
Minute 5 in the third. Oh, it's a high stick.
Oh, that's a high stick. That looked painful.
I don't
I
know
can
whose
tell you that
stick
there's
hit him,
blood.
but
Yeah, Palat's got it isn't bad, but there's blood on the ice. That's no fun.
yeah.
You can see Sean Cooper with
He's got-
4 fingers up, going, I want my 4 minutes for the high stick.
Whose stick was it though? Oh
Ooh,
yeah,
ouch! Was that Weber?
it was Weber's stick.
Oh, and immediately that hit him in like the forehead, or yeah, that
Yeah,
hurts,
kind of
man.
up the bridge of the nose and on the
Yeah.
forehead.
You take one off like the chin or the nose and you kind of like you whatever and it scratches, but off the head that could mess with you a little.
Yeah, I got that right off the bridge of the nose, double minor.
Wow,
That's just a little
that's
big right now.
huge. This could be Stanley Cup, winning penalty right here. Big move by Weber, who looks visibly shaken in the penalty box, knowing just what an
Yeah,
opportunity he's giving Tampa Bay here to win it. Who, if they don't get it in a minute, have 3 minutes going into the overtime to score.
yeah. Oh
And I
my
know there's
goodness.
that stat where time to scoring, you're less likely to score in a power play that goes over to the next period.
Yeah, but it's a full 3
That's
minutes,
full
right?
3 minutes. That's a little bit. That's an entirely different situation. That's a lot of time for a Tampa Bay team with a 1/3 power play in the playoffs that haven't connected on their power play this game.
Yeah,
So
0 for
you
3
know they're looking
today.
for one.
Is it gonna end the drought
But
here?
this game might not even get to overtime. This might just end in regulation for not if
Oh,
Montreal's not careful. And great work by the PK to get it out though.
I know Montreal's not thinking about a rush chance right now. But I'm pretty sure
I
they
know,
led. I'm
right?
pretty sure they led the NHL in shorthanded goals this year, didn't they?
Fucking great shot by
Oof.
Stamkos. Wow.
Stammer from his office.
Hmm.
That's not a place you want
Hedman
to
a
see
little
a
bit too,
Stamkos shot.
yeah. Hedman a little bit anxious. Couldn't grip the stick a little bit tight. Puck got past him.
Yep. Is that out? That's out.
Yep, that went out. By the expression on Kucherov, who simply bent over and accepted that the play was dead.
Yeah, look at this. Bang.
Wow, what a shot. Price got a piece of it off of his glove. That is incredible.
Crazy. Last team to sweep Cup Final. We've been talking about it. 98. Detroit defeating Washington. Eight seconds.
And that's going to be it.
Yeah. Overtime. Let's go. What happened? What happened is we're going overtime.
Yeah, it's 2-2 if you're just joining us, and the third period's over, regulation's over, going into overtime. You got a 15-minute wait in the intermission here, and we'll still be here, keeping it dope.
Yeah, R.I.P. Kiwi. Yeah, that sucks. We were just talking about that a little bit ago. Wow. Overtime, baby. Playoff overtime. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Where did you just go? There we are.
Me? Oops. I didn't mean to disappear.
No,
So
my
sorry.
end, my end.
Biggest shock so far? Any surprises?
I wouldn't say so. A little bit of a slower game in the middle of the game there, but
Yeah, Gibby, much respect for Kivlenieks, excuse me, making him your profile picture. That's sweet.
yeah, no, that's awesome. Good for you, man.
Yeah. Respect. There's a lot of he just shut out the Canadiens. Like
Yeah,
this is a big what if for like the future of his career. Like what could he have been? How far could he have gone? And we don't gonna get the answers to these questions. And heart goes out to his family because that's just the worst news to hear.
heading to overtime. Who you got in overtime, Alex? Give me a goal score.
Tampa Bay and I have a feeling it's gonna be gonna be a bottom six guy. It's not gonna be Kucherov ripping the puck. It's gonna be something like Joseph to Maroon. Something
Yeah,
a lot like that.
Patty Maroon
Yeah.
for the second time.
I have a good feeling about Patrick Maroon. He's been I was I made a comment about him being on the power play earlier that just was noteworthy, but what he was doing when I mentioned it was playing the right D and actually being the one to come back because Montreal was pressing while they were on the PK. He was the one being responsible. So far in this game, his positioning's been great. He's been flying down the ice each way. I've liked his positioning. I liked his game so far, and I have a good feeling for Patrick Maroon. He's had a hot game. The puck's on his found the way to his stick. He's got a goal already. He could have 2 goals, 3 cups in one night.
I'll say Tampa 2,
Hmm.
but I'll take. I think they're gonna end it on the power play, and I think it's gonna come from Steven Stamkos.
Oh yeah, he
I
had
think
a big shot right before, right? That
he's
was.
he's in the dressing room right now, just like give me one more,
Hmm.
give me one more, and a guy that wasn't really there and playing last year came for that one game, scored the one goal, was huge, but obviously wanted to be there the whole time, and now he's here.
Yeah,
He's
wants to be a bigger part of the Stanley Cup win too.
yeah,
That's just.
yeah. Everyone's talking about Kucherov and Point, and we're missing one of the best players in the world. Whenever we talk about those two guys, it's Steven Stamkos, and I think he's gonna go,
Mhm.
hey guys, remember me? I'm pretty good too.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, Anderson from Suzuki and Caufield, Goudreau from McDonough and Coleman, Romanov's first from Jake Evans, Patty Maroon second, Matthew Joseph, and Tyler Johnson. Crazy hockey game. A lot of penalties. A lot of 2 minute, 4-on-4 kind of coincidental minors, different stuff. A lot of penalties today. Crazy stuff. Yeah, neither of us taking Montreal.
Yeah, that guarantees you'll win, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. We'll see.
Montreal wins this game in overtime. You guarantee the fans on the outside of the building are gonna
Oh man,
absolutely go
yeah.
nuts in the city.
You tell when they scored that first goal, they showed outside like they were livid. That was they were excited.
Shea Weber doing his thing.
Yeah. Now they're talking about the big rig Maroon.
Patty Maroon. I'd be so cool to see him win third cup in a row. Absolute madman. I mean, both of these goals that Tampa scored have been, trying to get Price moving laterally. Funny
Yeah.
enough. First one was like, no chance for Price, but Price bit on that shot. He was not expecting that puck to get through to Patrick Maroon there.
hmm They expected the pass to be blocked or something.
Yeah, if they can get him moving laterally, if that's the way to do it right now.
hmm Which is what I was saying from the start. Tampa was just getting these like shots in front, hoping for a stick, and it looks like these cross crease, lateral passes are what's opening up the space, and that's what I thought Tampa Bay needed from the start, and they kind of built up and picked that up in the second and third, and that got them a goal there, and I think it coming up on the 3 minutes of power play time that they're about to get, like, if they can move the puck laterally again and get a good shot on Price, if that's what it takes. That's what it takes, and they could pull it out. They could pull out a victory right here in the next 3 minutes.
Crazy. I'm excited. Let's get this overtime going, boys. Let's go. Flood the ice and get back up there.
And a note from Kevin BX on what we had said earlier about how the use of that bottom pairing D. Uh, Romanov, he gets that goal or whatever, and maybe that play where Patrick Maroon just scored, that's one that you didn't want him out there, but how the matchups have gone, it's been so hard to match up against Tampa's four lines like this that your bottom pairing gets overexposed and goals get scored against.
Yep. While we're in intermission, I'm going to leave you again for a couple minutes.
All right,
Grab another drink. I will be back.
I'll hold down the fort.
Stream, you are in Alex's capable hands.
been following along, we're about 4 minutes out to puck drop at the beginning of overtime. Regulation's over. It's 2-2 going into overtime here. It's been a big game, a lot of open ice at both ends. Tampa Bay's kind of dictated the pace of the play for most of it, but Montreal's certainly showing that they can come out and be competitive and maybe take this back to Tampa Bay for Game 5. Price is showing that he can stand on his head. He's got a lot more in him, and maybe even to Game 6 if he keeps standing on his head. But right now, we're looking at 3 minutes and a double minor. There's 3 minutes left to Shea Weber on a high stick call on Andre Palat, and we're going into the overtime with that 3 minutes left, starting 5-on-4 for Tampa. So it's going to be a big first 3 minutes for them.
I'm back. We're back.
We're back. Overtime in about it's going to be over in about 2.5 minutes. Back to the game. So hope everybody grab their drinks, grab their popcorn, grab their chips, food, whatever you need, and you're ready for more hockey action.
Yeah, let us know in the chat who you got for overtime. Who you got? Give me a player. Give me a player. I think I said Stamkos, and you say Patty Maroon? You going in all in
Patty
on that?
Maroon.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm going all in on Patrick Maroon.
Second of the game. Patty Maroon. I got Stammer. I got it ending on this power play. I think it's going to end on the power play, but I got Stammer. Let us know who you got.
Yeah, someone has to score, so someone will be right if we all guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Have your chance to be right.
Mm-hmm.
In chat for us right now.
Right, and you can go back in the future and be like, hey, look, I commented on this really dope channel's live stream of the game saying, I think this guy's going to score, and they did. And show all your friends and brag about how you're a hockey genius.
Yeah.
Give us a few extra views along the way.
You have a timestamp to prove it. Done.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're peaking here now. We have 13 people apparently in chat.
I got 13 guys in here.
Welcome, welcome. If you're new, say hi, follow the channel. Hopefully do some dope hockey stuff for you. If you're a current subscriber, thanks for coming back. We appreciate you.
We're live streaming the game. We're about a minute, 45 seconds maybe away from getting back to the overtime. First overtime. Game action coming up.
Yep. Let us know who your predictions are for overtime. Let us know. Team player. I have Stamkos. He has Maroon. We both have Tampa finishing this thing off tonight. Love to see Montreal win one at home, but I just think it's going to be Tampa. They're going to squeak it out. Just the last overtime. Showing Mike Krupp or Erie Krupp. I can't remember. Colorado winning. I was young here. I can't remember the 96 Cup Final.
Yeah, it's a little before I had memories.
A little bit borderline for us. I remember Colorado wins, just not that one.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when I was really young, my parents were moving their house, and I had just my mattress on the floor of my room. I was really young. I can't remember how young I was. It was their 2002 win, so I was like, I was less than 10 years old, and I had this, mattress, little mattress, and a little box TV on a milk crate, and I was watching the game. It was the only time at any point in my life that I had a TV in my room, just because we were like, screw it, we're moving, let's give the kids a TV in their room, kind of thing. It was this little box TV, and I remember watching the Cup Final on it.
It's an amazing memory. And overtime has begun.
Yeah, we're on.
It's, Hedman, Point, Kucherov, Stamkos, and Cirelli out there for Tampa.
Yeah, I would expect them to just run this line for the full 2 minutes and 30 seconds, to be completely honest with you, but I wanted to see if they try to end it here. Probably not, but they're going to get a large chunk of it. They need to get sustained pressure, though, here.
Yeah, they need to get, good zone entry. They've already burned a minute off, almost a minute off of one of them, so now only, one of the minors is left. It's all about those zone entries. Once Tampa has possession in the offensive zone, they've been good at maintaining it, but Montreal, being a good rush team, has also been good at defending the rush as a result, from what I've seen, and that's
There we
given
go.
a
They're
Tampa.
set up now.
And it is Patrick Maroon in front of Carey Price standing there giving the screen. So
Just fired one in there as he saw a lane. Oh, get it over.
Ooh, Palat with a nice scratch across his head from Shea Weber, who's in the box right now for it.
Yep. Oof.
Every chance is a big chance for Tampa right now.
Still a minute 20 left on the power play. Huge chunk. Blast. Oh, Price has the rebound. Oof. Who's that in front when he's ready to fire that home? Price is good. Good on Price for controlling that rebound.
Oh no. Edmund losing control of the puck and almost big, incredible stop from Vasilevsky. Edmund loses the puck at the blue line, can't control it, and 2-on-1 the other way.
Yeah, wow. Great stop by Vasi. Oh, big in front. Oof. Huge, another big stop by Price.
Amazing stops. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Price holding him in there. Holding him in there. If anyone's new to the channel, give us a like on this video. We'd really appreciate it if you'd just help us get this video up. That'd be great. And if you really liked it, subscribe. That's awesome. We appreciate it. Appreciate that you're here.
And we're happy to be here. We love hockey. Playoff hockey is amazing. Nowhere we'd rather be.
Yeah, I watch almost every game, every playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Very few games that I miss. Timeout Tampa. Interesting use of a timeout here. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Especially with that little breakdown, making Vasilevsky make that save.
Mm-hmm. And it was a very individual effort by Hedman, but you still want to talk to your whole team, calm them down, say, hey, we have a structure here, we have a plan, we've taken control of this game, let's just keep doing our game.
Yeah, basically making a set play off the draw for in the playoffs is huge. An overtime power play, might as well use it here.
Yeah, and these set plays on the faceoff have been big against Montreal. All playoffs, these faceoffs, crazy set plays have kind of bit them. So Tampa's got to make sure that on every single one in the offensive zone that they have a plan to score on each one.
Yeah. Oh, just not in the right
Big
spot.
clear.
It's a little self clear, right?
Kucherov loses the puck and it goes back down the other way.
Yep. Well, what you're saying on, power plays when they start the period have a lower success rate. You're right here.
Yep.
Even though with 4 shots, that's in 3 minutes.
Yeah, big shots, but that was one at the one before too, and then the 3. So
almost had Price going the other way on it. Suzuki with a rush. No, waits for his guys to change. Who was that went down?
The board plays by Tampa playing off. Oh,
rush by Anderson.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And those of you watching us, we're going to Game 5 on Wednesday. We'll see you there. Thank you so much for being around and sticking around for everything. Against what Ryan and I both predicted, we were wrong, and
wow, Montreal,
Anderson
man.
here put it in behind Vasilevsky. That's just a dirty play right in front of the net. That's ones that Tampa tried all game and did not get a single one of those dirty ones right in front. And Montreal managed to get one on Vasilevsky here, and that's all it took. And they get their win in front of a home crowd, and they're taking this to 5. They have a chance.
Wow, good game. Good game all around. Tighter
Mm-hmm.
game than it has been in the series so far. And Josh Anderson coming up huge.
Yeah, what an individual effort to get this puck into the zone, to toss the puck one-handed in front of the net, and then to jump and leap and score and knock that puck, that rebound
The
back into
slide.
the net. 3 or 4 incredible, moves by Anderson in a row, and you got hats off to him for an incredible move. Wow, just a one-handed pass that just absolutely.
Yeah, great effort here. Absolutely great effort. Wow. Good play. It's Gibby's. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. If you're a Habs fan, congrats, buddy. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. Good game. Good game. Tampa Bay had a lot of the pressure, a lot of the shots. Especially in the first period, Montreal did not come out came out pretty flat, but hung in there on a strong effort from Carey Price. A couple huge saves on that power play. One by Vasilevsky on shorthanded, but
Well, they are showing Carey Price when they scored, and he looks like he lost.
Nothing.
That man could have lost.
Cool, calm, and collected from Carey Price.
Wow.
He hasn't won yet. He knows that.
Yep. Long road ahead of him. Nothing to celebrate yet. This is just one win in front of a Montreal crowd with them, getting the home matchups that they want. It's still a long series if they want to celebrate something. But if any team's going to do it, it's them. They were, the underdogs throughout everything.
Yep.
And the Carey Price tonight was amazing.
Yeah, it really was.
I said earlier in the first that Vasilevsky kind of looked a little bit shaky. In the second, I thought he kind of calmed down a bit, but in the third and in overtime here, I thought he was shaky. And on that Anderson goal, I thought he was shaky as well. And he seemed a little bit kind of, easy to collapse into his own crease, not really knowing where anything is, overreacting a little bit, and yeah, it cost him.
Yeah.
Showing some Tampa Bay fans in the crowd. Imagine spending $10,000 as a Tampa Bay fan just to watch a team lose.
Yeah, the ticket prices are insane up here right now.
She's fucking scalpers.
Unreal. Unreal. Good for Montreal, man. I was excited.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's like I kind of hope Montreal can win one at home for their fans, but I had Tampa, obviously, but good for them. It's great. Now Tampa's got to go back home, and Montreal's got to win one in Tampa, which is not an easy thing to do. Wednesday, I think they said 7:30. We should be back live, right?
Yeah, we
Wednesday,
should
7.
have something for you Wednesday, 7:30. Well,
Cool.
we'll have a stream for you guys. We know we figured maybe that this would be the elimination.
Yeah. We wanna stream for when the cup's being raised, so we'll hopefully be able to do that for you on Wednesday. If you enjoyed, come back, hang out with us again, and subscribe to the channel, follow us. So let you know when we're live, when we're going live, when we have videos out. We got a lot of scouting reports coming to the channel real soon, mock draft stuff like that, and we'll be doing stuff for the expansion draft too, hopefully, and should be dope. Should be dope. It's only what we know.
And do you want to give a scoring summary recap?
Yeah.
15:39 into the first.
Yeah.
Montreal got a Josh Anderson goal from
Yeah.
Suzuki and Caufield. Makes it 1-0.
Yeah. Second period, 17:20. Barclay Goodrow evens it up. His second of the playoffs from McDonough and Coleman. Alexander Romanov with the floater. The floater from the point, kind of out of nowhere from Jake Emmons, his first at 8:48 of the third. And Patty Maroon on a great 2-on-1 pass from Matthew Joseph. His second, Pat Maroon's second of the playoffs from Johnson and Joseph. And in overtime, 3:57 mark of the first overtime, Josh Anderson with his fifth of the playoffs, second of the game. Cole Caufield with the assist. Beauty. Done. We're going to Tampa.
NHL.com already has the 3 stars of the game. They got the first one, Josh Anderson, the goal scorer, Nick Suzuki, the second one, and then Carey Price, the third star.
Yeah.
Do you agree, and what do you think if you don't?
I agree with Anderson and Price. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Nick Suzuki's a good. Why not? Give it to Nick Suzuki.
I'm gonna give Josh Anderson the first one and Carey Price the second star.
Yeah, I agree
I'm gonna give Pat Maroon the third star.
Pat Maroon, yeah, just for that,
Maroon.
that
Just
presence.
a good effort all game. And he was the goal scorer. He had a penalty, but he had 3 shots today. Good time on ice. Fourth line minute, to do his role, get a goal. That's big. That's what they ask of him. Rolling 4 lines. He can go home tonight and say, I did my job as a Tampa Bay Lightning to win today.
Yeah, the bottom 6 for Tampa today, specifically that third line, I think played really well. I might have given it to Barclay Goodrow or Blake Coleman if I was to give the third star to a Lightning to even it out, but that third line, man, was killer for them today.
All right. It looks like all the viewers are seeming to drop off too.
Yeah.
About time for us as well.
Yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. Thanks again if you're still around. Thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate it.
3 hours and 20 minutes of being up live. We're very happy to provide this dope content for you guys, to do a live stream of the game. We love watching hockey, love sharing it with you guys.
And yeah, until next time, won't always have Mons on this channel, but it'll always be dope. Thanks so much for watching again. Take care.